Floyd and he was me,
Yeah.
he wouldn't never have to fight again because that exhibition shit,
Yeah.
as me being his little brother, hey, little bro, we finna do 10 rounds and we both gonna get 100+ million for it.
Right.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
Right.
well, I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Right.
And you ain't never got to box.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes. Got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it. This channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. "4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link. Word 'em up.
The JBT is back at it again, y'all. This time, amazing raffle for the holidays. You know, replenish the pockets. Sometimes things go grim and, you know, you spend a little bit more than you anticipated, but we're here to help you out. $5 to get you in, $20 to get you in 5 times for winner takes half. Hold on. I didn't know that was the details, y'all. Hold on. Cut.
Hey, Remo.
Hey, yo, Karen, why y'all ain't let me know that the prize was winner takes half? Now, this is dope.
It's been running for some time now, silly.
Is JBT a content creators ought to get into this?
Absolutely not. Are you crazy?
No.
Nope.
Wow, that's crazy.
No content creator, just JBT supporters, sorry.
Whatever. Bye. Like I was saying, $5 to get you in 1 time, $20 to get you in 5 times. Winner takes half. You can't win if you don't play, man. Jump in the raffle. JBT Network 1 is the way you get in. Leave your name and the means of contact. And enjoy the holidays.
What's good, boxing family? What's good, Jusdu family? How y'all feeling today on this good Tuesday? Back to build on this good boxing and give it its just due. Y'all already know. Catch this on the playback, smash the like button, sub to the channel, turn your notifications on, get the room etiquette out the way, and come say what's up to the fam. Shout out to the JBT family. And there is a correction, y'all, for those that's participating in the raffle. We're no longer giving away half the bag, giving away the entire bag. So anybody that entered will have an opportunity to win the entire bag. I believe the pot is up to, I think, $250 or something like that. And it'll be over December 21st. So that's the luck. We appreciate everybody supporting. Just a little way to get back for the holidays to the family. So we appreciate y'all, and we're going to get to this boxing. Shout out to everybody in the building. Where we at? Yeah, we got 1 million likes yet. We ain't got 1 million yet. That's all right. We're going to keep working. We'll get it. Crush the legend, my guy. Banks, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Mike, what's good with it, bro? Blunt Sports in the building. Shout out to my guy. I appreciate that always, man. LaMarcus, my guy, what's good, family? Dante, what's good, bro? BJ in the building, what's good, family? Hannibal, what's good, fam? My boxing mom is in the building. And the beautiful Miss Barbara D. How you feeling, Queen? Always supporting the grind. She got it started early in the Cash App. Always supporting. I truly appreciate you.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these bet, but now
that's
it's time for you to
yeah.
get your just do.
Shout out to the lovely Miss Barbara D, man. Appreciate my boxing mom. Always showing love to the grind. Boxing with 2-4. My guy was good with it. Al in the building. Was good, fam. How y'all feeling, man? We're going to build on this boxing today, man. Y'all know this is a bit of a topic that's been going on. And, you know, who better to get a just do on it than me, man? Who better than give a fair assessment on this fight than me? And y'all know I'm all for good fights happening and the best fighting the best. And look, despite what people want to believe about Teofimo, he is one of the best at 140. Pardon my voice. If y'all hear my voice going in and out, pardon me in advance. The kid's been sick. I've been the only one that ain't been sick. Hopefully I don't get too sick, but my voice been going. But I'm fighting through it. Lee, what's good with it? Lee Jackson in the building. What's good, fam? So, yeah, you know, despite what people think about T.O., you know, whether or not, you know, when he was at 135, he was one of the best fighters there. At 140, whether you like him or not, he's one of the best fighters there. He's a current champion there. You know what I mean? So in essence, you know, and on paper, it's a good fight. Even in the ring, might play out, might be very entertaining, highly entertaining for us boxing fans, right? Might be highly entertaining. So from that perspective, you know, just a person I love boxing and like seeing people compete, it's a good fight. They got two athletic guys, you know. I don't know what Teal's power be like at 47, but you know, he's an athletic guy. He's regardless of what, he's not gonna be no feather-fisted dude, right? But you know, that could be a deciding factor in that fight. You never know, but it'll be a good fight. You know what I mean? You know, it'll be pleasing to the eye. I think it'll be a fun fight for the fans. It'll be good for them. But you know, that's the good side of it, right? That's the good side of it. You know, it's another fight. T.O. got a name. It'll be the most notable name, I believe, on Boo's resume, right? And that's crazy to say because he's not even in his weight class. So again, I gotta give credit where it's due. I gotta, you know, be just due. I gotta speak on both sides. So in order for it to be a bad fight, the fighters gotta be, you know, not on the same level or just not good. Now, even if you think Boo's gonna smash T.O., T.O.'s still a worthy challenger for, you know, whatever weight class he's going to compete at, because he's shown in the past to be a top guy wherever he's been at so far, right? So, you know, I wouldn't count it. I'm not saying that he'll win, but, you know, I'm not against the fight as a boxing fan. But let's pump the brakes a little bit. What reason did Jerron Ennis say he was staying put? Mr. M Pride, what it do, my guy? You already know. Dre Smith in the building. B. Hayes was good with it. What did he say he was staying put for? Unifications. He want to fight the other champions. What did he just say no to 54 about? Like, why did he just tell Eddie Hearn, told him he had 24 hours? And he was like, what? Nah, I'm staying here. And then I want unifications, right? No problem. We in all support of that. If he was to go up to 54. As fans of the sport, as supporters of Boots Ennis, we was all for that. You would have went up there and fought Virgil. But I just got to be honest. I'm cool because I support whatever these dudes do, like, you know, long as it makes sense. But we know what the people going to complain about. The people are not going to let them lay this one down because although T.O. is a notable name in the sport of boxing, Cal Cooley, blessings family, how you feeling? You know, he's a notable name, but he's not a player at 147. He's not a champion at 147. He's not a unification fight at 147. You get me? It might add something to your resume, but the scrutiny and the blowback and the fallout from you fighting a smaller guy, not only fighting guy that's coming up, they're gonna be looked at as a smaller guy. You stay put to fight him and not in a unification, people are not gonna let you hear the end of it. they are already see the videos. One of them I might play in a second as to what type of criticism he could look forward to receiving if this is something that he entertains. Now, again, I'm in support of the fighter, bro, but it's only so much I could say, right? You gotta, if you're not going to take a fight like Virgil, and we completely understand that. We completely understand why you wouldn't take the Virgil fight, because you said you wanted the unifications. But then on the flip end, if the story is that you had an opportunity when you are on record saying you will fight the guys at 54, you want to fight guys with names, the story is going to be that you had an opportunity to fight the names at 54, one being Virgil. You elected to stay put because you said, nah, that's too quick of a decision. 24 hours, I'm staying put. Cool. But if you don't stay put and get out of it what you set out to get out of it, it's not going to go well for you. So although it might be a good fight for you, might be a fight that you win, you might look good and all that stuff, get a notable name on your resume, but it's not going to hit the same. You're not going to be able to receive the proper credit in your just due for it, because they're going to be stuck on the fact that he's a smaller guy. They're going to say, yo, you turned down Virgil. Why not just go to 54? In their minds and the minds of the people that's looking to detract and take away from Boots, that's going to be all they need to validate any claims that they had in their head about you being a duck, scared of 54, ducking Virgil, don't want to fight Tim Tszyu. You just don't want to go up to 54 altogether. Like, that stuff going to start being said. Now, whether or not he care remains to be seen, but that's why I don't think it's a good fight, y'all. Like I was speaking on it briefly yesterday. Cash Sports, my guy. Twin was good with it, fam. Real present talk with Tommy, my guy. Appreciate the love, fam. He said Boots don't want Virgil's belt. He wants a little TL with nothing to gain. Yeah, and that's it. And look, that's what he facing if he accepts.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
That's part of it. You get me, Tommy. I knew that. You know that. Look, that's what it is. You like, bro, why fight him? But I will say this: Boots did say, if it ain't coming from him, then never mind it. Don't run with it. So he ain't spoke on this yet. I gotta upload this post with Teofimo. Y'all get. Teofimo was tagging him on Twitter. He was tagging Boots on Twitter. He said a couple things to him in a couple tweets. Trying to get Boots' attention. And I noticed, like I said, Boots didn't say anything about it yet, so I'm not going to just assume that this is what he wants. This is what they're talking about. But if there's talks, you would think that he knows about these talks. So my thing is, how real is this? And that's why I say it's very important for him to come out and speak for himself. Like, it's important, man. It's very important. It's key. We need to hear from the other side. So I'm going to say this, based on what he just said recently, if it ain't come from him, we didn't see him say anything about Teofimo Lopez. So I'm going to just assume that this is something that top-ranked Bob Arum and Teofimo is looking to do, right? Teofimo tagging him. I guess he's serious, but I just can't see this fight happening, man. I just don't. I can't see it happening, y'all. I just don't see it. I don't see this fight coming to fruition, man. Let me pull this tweet up real quick from T.O. His ass, man. He tweeting Boots, and it's just it's bad timing. It's bad timing. It's bad timing. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you was gonna take an opportunity like this, it would have made sense to do that. You know what I mean? Not at this point where it looked like it's championship or bust. It just don't make a lot of sense. Cornelius was good with it. Boy in the building was good. What's your take on the interview? I'm gonna play that too. I got that. I already got it. Mike Ryan, my guy. What's good, bro? How you feeling? Who's got to stop letting shit Yeah, man. Yeah, Cal. He got to start nipping this shit in the bud, and he don't understand it. I think somebody need to, point it out to Boots, make him aware of the kind of power that he got. You could shoot down a lot of these rumors, and I know you're not a crazy social media guy. You don't be caring, but nah, man. Like, I think you deserve better, and I think it'll do so good. Like, it don't take much. You ain't got to do no whole 30, 40 hour long interview to clear this up. You could just say, hey, man, I ain't fighting Teofimo. I want unifications. So you get me? That's what he could do. That's straight up what he can do. So this is Teo tagging him, y'all. This is Teo. You know what I'm saying? True Culture was good with it. Put Teo Lopez, and I get it. I get it, True Culture. I get it. I'm with you. I'm with you. You want him to get socked out, man, because he been talking crazy. So should Teo get a belt at 147? Absolutely, Mr. Empire. So again, you right on point. You know what I mean? You bring me to my point. So if this would have been more believable for me, or something that made more sense, right? If he would have accepted the opportunity, Mr. Improv, to fight Brian Norman Jr. You get me? Now, say he'd have fought him. Now he wins a belt. Now people can't look at Boots like, oh, you fought the little guy. Like, all that shit is over with. You know what I mean? If he become an actual champion at 147 pounds, his ass is on he on the table. He food. You get me? He fair game. But without that, and with this being your first fight there, and Boots looking like he got all the advantages, it's going to be hard for people to really accept that as a worthy challenge, even though it's Teofimo. You get me? Because of what the expectation is going to be. The expectation is going to be that Boots should stop him, beat him up, stop him, right? So he ain't going to get the right credit. So it's just the worst time in the world for this opportunity. So I'm hoping the fact that he's been quiet on this, meaning this ain't something he entertaining. Because when they say it's talks, that's premature. That's early. I mean, it's early discussions. That mean it's a thought. You know what I mean? They throwing something out there to see what stick. It's nothing is etched in stone. But Teofimo, the fact that he's so loud and he tagging Boots, I know this might make it seem like it's real, but it makes me seem like this fight ain't coming, because check this out. If you're calling for him to fight you now, you got to know that he's talking about fighting other champions, and you not that. You don't provide him what he just told the world that he want. And I'm going to play the video, shout out to YSM, where he doubled down as to what he want. And what he want don't have nothing to do with it fighting Teofimo, a guy that will be coming up to 147. Teofimo want me to believe that this is something he's going to do. It's going to take more than some tweets. And it's going to take more than an update talking about, you know, they're in talks. It's going to take more than that for me. I'm sorry. It's going to take more than that, because he still got a belt. There's no way you're going to convince me that you're going to keep the belt at 40, go up, fight Boots Ennis. It's your first fight at 47. Whatever happens there, what you going to do? Then come down? Say if you win, what you going to do then? Campaign at both weight class? Like, it just seemed like, nah, it don't seem like a well thought out plan. It just seemed like he throwing shit out there and seeing what stick. I'm not saying he ain't going to really pursue it. I'm not saying he's scared, but I don't think this fight is going to come to fruition. And this is just my opinion. Part of him got to know that. You know, Boots focusing on titles, man. Y'all pay attention to the same shit we do. If you watching his fights and you keeping up with him, you know exactly what Boots said he want. So this is your time. Perfect time to clout chase his name and say, yeah, you tagging him. Yeah, this is what I want. Now, Bob Arum, you know, is the one that allegedly put the information out that they're in talk. So that's very interesting that Bob would be on board with this. But something tells me that he know full well that Boots Ennis is looking to unify or be undisputed or whatever, get another champion in the ring. And shout out to YSM. He just put out another interview or a clip from the interview today when he was in the car, and he doubled down on that. And I'm going to play it. I'm going to play a clip from T.O. Pops and everything. You get me? Darren, what's good with it? How you feeling, bro? You feel me? Y'all feeling me? C-Throw, what's good with it, bro? Yeah, I want somebody to beat him up, but I know it's people at 140 that could do that. I know it's people at 140 that could do it. You get me? I wouldn't be totally against it. I mean, ultimately, it's going to be up to Boots, but the fact that I ain't heard Boots speak on it yet, I'm a reserved judgment. We only hearing from one side, and like Cal said, I just wish Boots would start letting this stuff hit social media. You know what I mean? Just jump on top of it, man. Like, you know what I mean? You connected, man. YSM is the voice of Philly. You know, Greg Hackett, the voice is of Philly right there. Now, I mean, even put the bug in their ear. Let it be known, man. Like, yeah, I'm not fighting this idiot, man. I'm not looking to fight this dude. He don't bring me the unification I want. And I'm pretty sure the money ain't going to be so crazy that you can't turn it down. T.O. is not one of those situations. It would be a good name on your resume, no doubt. But it would not justify staying at 47 at all. It wouldn't. And it would make people question why you even there if it's truly about being unified and undisputed. Or is it simply not wanting to go up to 54 where them bigger guys are at after having another tough fight or so-so kind of performance with Karen. I'm telling you, I just don't want that for Boots, man. I think he deserved better. But boxing fans are very surface level nowadays, and they only see shit one way. You don't do what they feel like you should do, you're gonna be a duck. If you don't do what you say you're gonna do, then you definitely gonna be a duck. So I just would like to see Boots do what he said he gonna do. You don't need no Teofimo Lopez. That guy is fishing. He don't know what he want. He was just talking about how his contract wasn't good and he needed to get up out of there. Leave that man right where he at, somewhere at 140, trying to figure it out. No disrespect to Teal, but the idiot just said he wanted to unify at his division. Let him do that. Now all of a sudden you want to fight all the guys that's not in your division again. Man, I question this. So I think Boots need to kick this shit to the curb. I wish he had just put out a statement simple as hell and just say, yo, I ain't fighting no damn Teofimo Lopez, bro. I don't give a damn. That's not what you want, Boots. You want Brian Norman Sr. You want Mario Barrios. You want Stan Jonas. That's what you want, bro. Those are guys you want. You don't need this little guy, man. Let that dude figure it out at 140, and you continue to conquer 147 because that shit is yours for the taking. That division is his for the taking. You get what I'm saying? Tia has done more than Virgil, so it's a bigger and better fight. Man, if they don't get that out of here, Gertz. Unification is the goal. Right, I'm with you, Gertz. I'm with you. I'm not trying to hear none of it either, bro. Not trying to hear that, man. Let this man do what he said he's going to do. You know what I mean? And I don't think it's fake news, Darren. I don't think it's fake news, but I think it's premature. I'm not going to treat it like Boots said, yeah, and signed off on this. He ain't signed off on this, so I'm not going to treat him like he did, right? You know what I mean? It's just very early. It's early talks, you know what I'm saying? But this is what Tio said. To all you fighters, understand what I am pursuing is far greater than being great. What the hell is he talking about? See, here he go trying to be smart. What he's pursuing is far greater than being great. It is the epitome of doing what is right as a lineal world champion. So understand this, at Turkey Alley Sheik and to your real bosses, I am that I am. A world-class champion, #boxing, #2-time lineal. This guy. And he said he F's with Boots and your father. He said, Bozy, however, if it got to go with our careers, I got to do what I got to do best and take over. I don't even like how he talk. I have a younger and he needs to see the best example of what a true fighter is. Nothing but love from this side, B, just straight business. I respect that. I respect that, though. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta be real. I can respect that, bro. Listen, just because the fight seemed far-fetched to me, and it seemed like it's a fight where he gonna get his ass whooped, he look like he barking up the wrong tree. Maybe he see vulnerability or weakness after the second Karen fight. I don't know, but I think he barking up the wrong tree. I think Boots will touch him up, but that shouldn't stop him from pursuing it. If that's what he really want. I mean, he is tagging the guy. He tagging Turkey Alley Sheik. Bob Arum said it was talks. Boots got to shut it down, bro. Boots, this wouldn't be a good look because I just don't think you need it. It doesn't provide for you what you want. If you're going to stay at 147, make it count. And by making it count, get them champions in the ring by any means necessary, bro. By any means necessary. But do not fight a Teofimo Lopez, a guy that's coming up from 140. That'll be the naturally smaller guy. Nah, it's just not a good look. It's not a good look, yo. Your career already been taking unnecessary hits. You don't need another one, bro. You need to be able to do what you say you're going to do or go to 54. Your options is unifications or 54 to me, not Teofimo Lopez. I think he need to ignore this guy. And like I said, let him figure it out at 140 because he gets nothing out of this. Till learn from coming at Buzz sideways. Yeah. Hey, LaMarcus. He's on his best behavior talking to Boots. Huh? He wanted to make sure Boots know, look, man, it's nothing but business. You caught that? It's the worst team in boxing. How we get here, it can't be serious. Yeah, so I ain't going to put it on them just yet. I get you there. I ain't going to put it on them just yet. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to put it on them. You know, John Wick was good. Honestly, I wish more boxers would have this type of energy. Now, this, hey, that's why I said John Wick, I like this. Like, I got to respect it because it don't look like clout chasing if you're talking directly to him and you ain't going crazy about it. You just like, bro, look, I like to fight you. I'm trying to do what a champion do. That's real. I would love to see Boots respond to him. Boots don't be on nothing, bro. Boots be in his own world, yo. That's one thing you gotta love about him, bro. He don't give a damn. Hey, yo, Boots don't be caring, bro. Boots don't care, yo. He be out of the loop, man. But I respect this. That's how. Hey, but look, hey, John Wick, you gonna like what Boots said even more in a second. I'm about to play it. Peace to the Queen Lisa. Shout out to the queens of the chat. Appreciate y'all as always holding me down. Let's get to it then. Let's pull this up. Let's get to this, man. Shout out to YSM, man. Shout out to him, man. Let's go. Let's see. Let's get to this, man. His PR team consists of some drunk ass. Greg solid, man. Greg, I don't know if you really tapped into the content, and Greg really be in shape still. You ever listen to his
you never got a chance
solid,
to have that feeling of taking.
I rock with him. Yeah, he make good content, and if you ever listen to him give takes, they real takes. Even if he's speaking on Boots or somebody from Philly, he still keep it real. You know what I mean? Solid, and don't sit up there and lie and push the narrative. So I like them at being a tag team, like for Voices of Philly, man. Them some solid dudes right there, based on Boots saying absolutely, Cal, absolutely. But look, this shout out to YSM. This is a little clip he had dropped a few hours ago. I think this is a continuation of the clip, obviously, because he still was in the car. So Greg got to join you on the panel. Yeah, I already hit him. I told him I'm gonna reach out to him. We gonna link it up. We gonna make it happen.
A title away from somebody, winning it.
I don't know why it's like a delay
in the actual ring. Yeah. You got Barrios, you got Stanionis, you got Brian Norman Jr. Yeah. Right? Which one of those is the fight for you next?
Any one of those guys, all of those guys, and I feel like we all should sit down, and make these fights happen and take it in our own hands and make these fights happen and things like that. All three of them was on record, saying that they had take the fight me next. I know Barrios he said it before his last fight, and I know Stanionis said it as well, and I know me and Norman negotiations fell through, for some odd reason, but we always can revisit that and things like that, and like I said, we should put it in our own hands, and we should all sit down at the table and make it happen ourselves and things like that.
Okay. Now, there's been in the actual interview, Barrios said that in 2025 that could definitely happen.
Real quick, let me pause it real quick. Now I'm dead serious. Look, we all have our opinions, bro, but we got to learn to stop shitting on each other just because our opinions is different from each other. Like this shit is deeper than ducking, and it's about really educating ourselves on the sport. You can't duck somebody that's not in your weight class, yo. Like, I don't care how you try to dress that up. That's physically impossible. You cannot duck a guy that's not in your same weight class. Like the problem with boxing is we didn't even afford Boots the opportunity to speak, and then when he did, we complained about the timing of it. Oh, well, he waited too long. It's not about how long he waited. It's about the information that he put out while he waited. Like that's why he addressed the duck talk the way he did, because it's bullshit. How could you duck somebody that you're not in the same weight class with? How could you duck somebody when you clearly told them, yo, I'm staying here, and I've been adamant about 47? He said, yo, you got 24 hours to make a decision. He like, bro, I'm simple. I'm staying here. That's not a duck. That's business, bro. People got to do what's best for their careers. Going up to 54 while Virgil is more acclimated up there with no belt is not even a risk that he should take unless he's willing to fully commit to 54 and abandon his hopes and dreams of doing anything and running the table at 47. You got to understand, we can't be mad at Boots as long as he doing what he said he was going to do. That's why I have an issue with the Teofimo fight. It's not with him, but I would like for him to speak on it and see if he really even going to take this fight. As long as he's pursuing unifications. Listen to what the man just said. Hey, man, it's time for us. Like, it seemed like he learning from this situation. He like, yo, look, we need to sit down. We need to take this and put it in our own hands and make these fights. You know what I'm saying? And I just respect that train of thought, right? I don't knock him for that. This shit is deeper than ducking. I'm just not a fan of that narrative, bro. Like the boxing fans run wild with that shit. That's usually when I start hearing duck more times than not, that's usually somebody not understanding boxing somewhere along the lines. It just don't be that simple. I don't remember the last time somebody got accused of a duck and it was an actual duck. Just think about something for a second. People are framing Lomachenko as a duck, right? Gervonta Davis had an opportunity to speak on Lomachenko, and he never once mentioned the word duck. He don't want to fight me. He's scared of none of that. So you got to think, man, it's deeper than that. You get what I'm saying? Like he obviously, he said he didn't even know nothing about no negotiations going on with him and Virgil. Like we got to really believe the fighter. He like, bro, man, I never said I was going up there for sure. So I rock with Boots, man. I'm just going, I'm gonna let him speak his piece because I don't see him as a guy that's fronting. You know what I mean? LWBoxing, the fax machine in the building. What's good with my guy? How you feeling, bro? The plug is in the building. The Prime 54 is best for his career. Said it's easy work. He'll be 30. Nah, I get all of that. But at the end of the day, we can't make the decision for Boots. And until he gets to 54, there's no way he can duck any fighter that's at 154 pounds. It doesn't make sense. We're trying to force a narrative that don't fit. It's like taking a piece to the puzzle that don't fit and trying to cram it in there just to make it sound good. That's what's wrong with boxing. No integrity from the boxing. We just shit on everything because we don't understand his moves. I don't know why it's so hard to understand that he just want them other belts. Now, I get it that we feel like it might be hard, but that's for him to worry about. But as long as he's trying to do what he said he's going to do, I don't have an issue, but I just feel like a Teofimo fight ain't it. It just ain't going to go over well. You know what I'm saying? For all that, you might as well have went up to 54 and fought Virgil. In my opinion, more respectable fight. Let Teo figure that shit out at 140. That dude just said he wanted to unify there. Let him do that. And you do exactly what you said you're going to do. Or you do with it what's within your power. Try to get those other guys. That's all you could do. You know what I'm saying? That's all you could do. And if he's willing to go the extra mile and try to put it in his own hands and try to sit down with a fighter and make it happen, I think he can get one of them guys in the ring because I don't think none of these dudes are scared to fight each other. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it is. Boxing with 2-4 is deeper than ducking. People only see it one way. That shit, it just don't do nothing, right? A unification right now at 47 to me would mean more than just going up to fight Virgil. But he has to secure that. And Teofimo is not that. That's why I think that's a fight he just needs to stay away. I don't need to see him do fights with him. And again, I think his time is limited at 47. And I think anytime he spend there, he needs to be fighting the champions. You know what I mean? He's trying to fight. No, I don't forget nothing, bro. I don't forget nothing. But again, you talking to somebody that was getting that information firsthand, that Charles Conwell stuff. You get what I'm saying? And his team, and he even came out and spoke. So until you fully commit to a weight class, you got to miss me with the ducking stuff. Just because you try to fight somebody and the fight don't materialize, it don't mean you duck them. It just simply means the terms wasn't agreed to. You couldn't come to terms with business and you went a different way. But if you a fan that's looking to push a quick narrative, then you're going to always talk about duck every time a fight don't happen. But that shit is so far deeper than that. This dude ain't ducked nobody in his career, but all of a sudden, because he won't make the moves that people want him to make, that makes him a duck. That's crazy to me. It's crazy. That's why nobody bringing it up, because it ain't really no substance to it, bro. He's not a 54-pounder. Charles Conwell got a fight coming up in days. It is senseless to bring it up. It's senseless to bring it up. And they said the money wasn't right. That's what his team, him and his team, his people put that out. The money wasn't right. So that killed that. That fight never was coming to fruition. And again, is that Charles Conwell ducking if he said the money ain't right? No, it's deeper than that. You can't expect guys to get in the ring, put it all on the line if their situation ain't taken care of. It's just simple. It's about trying to understand the sport rather than pushing those surface level narratives that destroy it. Everybody's a duck. You name them. They was calling Virgil a duck years ago. They was calling Virgil a duck years ago, saying he ain't want to fight Boots. Now, you mean to tell me, I think the 48 months that his team needed to want to fight Boots has elapsed. Now, all of a sudden, we get to frame Boots as the duck. Y'all don't think that narrative is tired and played out? That shit is not good for boxing. You just heard Steven Espinoza come out and say Jerron Ennis ain't never ducked a fighter ever in his career, and he never will. I mean, they believe what he said about the Shakur situation, right? So why we ignore him when he say Boots ain't never ducked nobody? And that's what I'm gonna stand on. I haven't seen him do that. I don't know. He can make a decision. It don't have to be what I want him to do. You know what I'm saying? It's simple. If you want unifications, go pursue that, bro. Go get it, brother. I want to go see him be great. But again, I don't care for a Teofimo fight because it ain't gonna give him the proper credit that he gonna deserve for beating up a quality guy. It's a smaller dude, and it's not a unification. Do what you said you was gonna do and get them fights. Yeah. The Inbox News, my God, was good with it.
That he would in 2025, or he's willing.
Yeah.
Right? Talk about that. That's a fight that was supposed to happen, or we thought was going to happen like last year or the year before that.
Darren, you just pushing that, bro. What fight Boots turned down? What fights Boots turned down? Let me know. Richard Paris, what
I feel like it could have happened and it should have happened. And like I just said, I'm not trying to sound like a broken record, but I want to sit all these champions down, and myself and my team and themselves and their team, and we can just sit down and do a face-to-face and get the business done right, get the business done correct.
Man, you hear what he's saying? Look, to check this out, Darren. You in here talking this duck stuff. This man speaking like a real fighter. It sounded like he learned from the situation. He just understood that they was negotiating with Virgil. He had to find that out through the people. You get what I'm saying? He had to find that out through the people. Now, he like, bro, we ain't going through that no more. I would like to sit these guys down and make these fights. So that's, to me, that's him trying to take his situation in his hands. You get what I'm saying? He's trying to take control of his situation and get to his guy. He's trying to get the fights. That's how you should want fighters to speak. He said, I ain't trying to sound like a broken record. I want him to sound like a broken record because people have selective hearing. He want to sit fighters down, the other champions, and try to make fights. That's what might need to happen at this point. And again, Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford could do it. These other fighters could do it as well. Yeah, I gotta ignore you, bro. You on something different. You just don't know how to have a conversation. You want to push the duck narrative? You could do that on your own time, bro. Let's keep cooking. I try to have a conversation with you too. Everybody who emotional, I'm just having a conversation, bro. You just say you ain't ready for a real boxing conversation. You show me where your mind is at. You on that surface level shit. Keep pushing duck narratives and not understanding the sport of boxing. Keep being lost in the sauce, my guy.
And make these fights happen. You know,
I don't know what you're going on and on about that.
Like I said, that's my on about that.
What's the back and forth about?
To at least
just listen to a good conversation, then, bro.
Or be lineal champion, you know. But undisputed is definitely my goal. But at least unify or a lineal champion. That got to be. I got to get my hands on one of those belts. You know, before one or two of those belts before I leave.
Brian Norman Sr. is on record feeling like after the Karen Chikazin performance that his son will definitely knock you out.
He know that's not happening. And I got a lot of things that
Zach
I'm going to
B,
say,
my guy,
you know, if that fight ever happened, because I got a lot of inside scoop, you know, on him and things like that. And I got his number. That's all I'm going to say.
Nobody said anything about if Jerron is or is not an excellent businessman. He obviously trying to learn the business, bro. Like, you think the business of boxing is easy to navigate? He obviously trying to learn. You know what I mean? That's the thing. He obviously wasn't involved, and he trying to make the subtle changes. You can't see that because you want to criticize him. He got the worst team in boxing. He's not a good businessman. You sound crazy, man. You sound crazy, bro. It's not all up to him. It's not all up to him, and that's part of the problem. He can't force these guys to get in the ring. Now that he this close, he literally fights away from what he want, and now people want him to do what they said do. Y'all don't got to take the punches. If Jerron Ennis say he want to sit there at 47, support it. You should just support it, bro. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my guy Zach B. Like, you can't force a guy to be something that he not. The dude been a solid fighter through and through. I don't know why we got to paint him out to be something he not. If he ain't that, then somebody got to prove it in the ring. I don't want to sit up here and prove if he's a good businessman or not. Who cares? He trying to learn the business. You got guys that been around the sport longer than him that fuck up and don't know the game well, right? So he just trying to learn, and he ain't no different. I support Boots. I'm with Boots, bro. I'm with Boots. I support what he doing. I don't have conversations that try to tear at the fighters. That's that lame shit. This man telling you he want to sit down with the fighters. You seen the last time we heard guys did that, we got to fight. How we not supporting that message with him sitting down with other fighters to get a fight? That's what you should want to see. You know what I mean? Support good fights. If he gonna be at 47, we should want to see the unification fights, right? You can't support that guy. I ain't trying to hear all these fake drawn out ass narratives. That shit is corny. It lasts for a day or so, and then you got to come back to reality, bro. Reality is this dude ain't at 154 pounds. Until he get there, you can't duck a guy that's not in your weight class. It's just that simple.
Just know that I got his number, you know, and things like that. And they all they do is talk. They talk a lot, but like I just said, let's make these fights happen. You know, let's all sit down. Everybody got to stop going on Instagram and doing lives and YouTubes and going to the media for things. Y'all come to me, or come to me personally. I'm gonna say that. Come to me.
Listen to this.
And we
come
on,
on, man.
Sit down. We gonna make these fights.
You not a boxing fan and you can't support his message.
You know, the promoters and things like that. They can be at the table with us too. But like I said, just call me and we gonna make these fights happen face to face. And I feel like there's no way out after that. You got it.
Man, listen to him.
What you gonna do?
Listen, how you can't support this message?
So gotta make these fights happen.
He's saying trim out all the fat, all the social medias, all the lives, all the back and forth. Let's talk.
Attempt to reach out to these guys.
Let's make a fight.
Definitely. That's what we're doing right now. You know,
man, miss me with that. I support this message, bro. That's what's wrong with boxing. How the hell you can't support this man talking about making the fights directly instead of getting on social media talking? Man, shout out to Boots. Shout out to Boots. Fake ass boxing fans, fickle ass boxing fans. They was waiting for an opportunity to call this man anything but good. Waited. And as soon as they got an opportunity, they ran with it. And they about to do it with this Teo thing. So just like he said, if it ain't come from him, I'm not running with it yet until he come out and speak and say, yo, I'm interested in fighting Teo. I'm not about to take it as something that's about to happen. I'm not about to be overly critical of this guy and tear him down. I haven't seen one thing that Ennis that's done in the sport of boxing that's worth that type of scrutiny. I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. Like he sat over there on that side where he was at. You get what I'm saying? Working with Cameron Duncan. What was he? 30 fights in over there and still didn't get the fights. And then he go make a change. He changed his home and all of a sudden he's still making a mistake. Just say you don't support the guy, man. The dude is trying to get fights. It shouldn't matter who he signed to and where he at. He trying to fight. That's simple and plain. He want to sit down with other fighters that's champions in his division and fight them. And in this clip, it said nothing about Teofimo. So again, sound like his focus is the champions. Salute Boots Ennis. Go chase him. Do everything in your power to get him, man. I know how the politics go sometimes. Some shit be out of your control. But as a fighter, I think he might be on to something with that. Having people numbers, calling people, getting them on the phone, sitting down with them and making a fight. Do you want to fight or not? We don't got to go to social media and talk crazy. You ain't got to diss me. You ain't got to tell everybody how you will knock me out. We could sit right down and hash it out. We could see, yo, do you really want this fight? And that's that simple. That's what he talking about. All y'all people that complain about social media and cloud chasing and the empty call outs and fights don't get made on social media. He trying to go around all that saying, yo, let's talk to each other directly and let's make a fight. That's a message I'm gonna stand behind 100%. 100%. Talk to the guy, bro. Y'all want to go up there and go back and forth. Y'all want to do lives. He like, nah, hell nah. Let's fight. I love it, man. Shout out to Boots, man. I hope they follow suit. I hope he get the champions at the weight class, man. I really do. I really do. I can pay these guys right contracts for them. Yeah, you can't tell people what they should do. Now I'm from Jersey, bro. I ain't from Philly. Shout out to Philly though. Said the man was good with it. Shout out to my bro Thomas Hill, man. Ain't Boots versus Teal a great fight, but Boots undisputed. That's the significant. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Said the man. The only significance would be the name, and it, you know, the criticism is going to be so much louder than, you know, the credit that people going to give him because it's a smaller guy, and it's not a unification like you said. It would be him not doing what he said he was going to do. So I would understand some of the criticism with people saying, well, for all that, you should have just went and fought Virgil. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's going to look like. Those people going to start saying, see, I told you he was scared to go to 54. See, I told you he didn't want no real smoke. See, I told you he only want to fight smaller guys. You're going to start hearing all that. So I just want to see Boots be great at 47, bro. If you can't get them other champions going up to 54, be great there, bro. B-Dog was good with it. Rod in the building. He said that he get Ben the shoppers, burials. Boots should be done with him. He has to see that. He's playing them. I hear that, right? I've been hearing that angle, Rod. I look at it like this. Who he been promoting? How long he been promoting Conor Ben? Get what I'm saying? Reverse the rules for a second, right? And again, I ain't trying to change your mind. I just want to give you something else to think about. Look at it that way. D1, my guy, what's good with it, bro? Look at it that way, right? Say if he was promoting Boots as long as he's been promoting Conor Benn. You get what I'm saying? Now, I do think he looks out for his guys for sure. You know what I'm saying? I definitely think he's going to try to look out for Conor Benn as he's always done. But why shouldn't he look out for Conor Benn? Because he got Boots. You get what I'm trying to say? And it's not necessarily all on Boots, right? It's on the fighters too, because it's up to Barrios. Barrios could say, I want to fight Boots. You get me? It's not, and think about it. These dudes seem like they want a certain price point to get in there with Boots. Is that on Eddie too? You get what I'm saying? Like I'm leveling with you, but just think of it that way. Imagine if he was promoting, you know, Boots as long as he was promoting Conor Benn, and it was the other way around. He would be looking out for Boots in his interest, right? Because he that's his guy. He been with him. You get me? So I don't think it's nothing intentional. Think about it. He signed Boots. That's his fighter. That's an investment for him. He ain't trying to screw it over. I know it might. I would say this. Maybe he don't have the best plan for him. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe he didn't understand how difficult it was going to be to get these other guys in the ring. But I don't think he's intentionally doing Boots wrong because he's looking out for Conor Benn. I just think that shows you that he looks out for the guys that have been with him, right? Conor Benn been with him for the longest, right? So I think that's his dude. You get me? So it's like, you know, you kind of expect him to look out for him. And again, the Brian Norman fight is something, as long as that guy win his next fight, I think that's something he should try to revisit. You know what I mean? You're going to stick around. He said, why did it have to be in Philly? Because he's the fighter, bro. That's where they was going to be able to pay him the most money, Darren. That's simple. You ain't hear Eddie Hearn? Why wouldn't it be in Philly? He's the fighter. He's building over there. You seen the numbers that he did in Philly the first time? Why wouldn't you put it back in Philly? Why would you put it anywhere else? Eddie Hearn, that's where he gave the best answer right there. That's where he's going to be to ensure that he can pay these guys. You're going to put it somewhere where you know they're going to at least come out to support his guy. That's why the fight would be in Philly. Boots is the champion, and they would have been putting on the fight. They would have been putting on the fight. So, of course, it's going to be in Philly. 2 cents. My guy was good, man. Brian Norman always say has his fight in March. That was pushed back, so he wouldn't be able to fight him next anyway. Not next immediately anyway. You're right. He had an injury. He ain't even ranked at this point. Shit, I don't know what's up with that. We can't sell outside of Philly. We don't know that yet. You don't know that yet. And the thing is, gentlemen, just because you fighting at home don't mean you're gonna always sell. Those numbers that he did, that was the first I think, fight at the Wells Fargo. That shit did great numbers. That's not a bad thing. Why wouldn't you revisit that? Why do we look at that? Oh, he can only sell in Philly. We don't know that, but who cares? The fact is that he can sell, and the numbers, he do well out there. So you will look, you know, you're gonna feed that as much as you can. So why not? Why not do it? You know, you don't know if you're gonna sell somewhere else. We don't know that yet. Caribbean, just don't say I Ben can be. Yeah, no, I get you, right? I get you. I just wanted to give you something else to think about, and I understand that. I just don't. I don't know. I think you should. My guy Dub would know better than I do with the rankings and all of that, because he follow it, and he's a damn expert at breaking it down. Been his like top 5 and 3 organizations. He's still up there, bro. I don't think he's dropped nowhere significantly because of the situation that's happened. I know that's what people are like they stuck on, but I believe his name got cleared recently of, you know, the wrongdoings and stuff like that. So he might be all right. He might be good to go. Might be good to go. Well, that's what he said. He said he's good to go. So that's just what it is, bro. So Boots doing what Boots supposed to do, bro. So everybody don't sell out at home. Everybody can't sell just because they're at home. The fact that he was able to do it and do it with a guy like, you know, Avanesian the first time around, I think was crazy. You get what I'm saying? I think that was crazy. I was there. That was crazy. He had the Undertaker theme going on. That was dope. And why Vegas? Yeah, for sure. NY, something like that. But I just don't think he should fight. I don't think he should fight Boots. I mean, Tio. I don't think it's I don't think it's worth it. Darren, I just think you just looking for an argument, dude. I don't know what you don't understand about what was just said, but you just having your own conversation. Why we just get the deal done? That's not how business work, dude. That's why I say, man, and I ain't saying I understand everything. I'll be the first content creator to admit I don't know everything, but I could tell by the questions, by the way you saying stuff, you really don't know. You really don't know. That's why you saying that. You coming from a place like a fan. Just get the deal done. Don't go like that. They gonna make it. They gonna put on the fight where it makes the most sense at. It ain't about just getting the deal done. See what I'm saying? You're not even considering it. There's money at stake. It's business that gotta be done. Them dudes ain't just gonna go get a deal done. They're gonna get the deal done where it makes sense to get it done. Now, Al Booger, what's good, family? I thought what Eddie Hearn said made perfect sense, bro. Why he put the fight on in Philly. They thought it made perfect sense to put it on there. But that's not how it go, man. We be speaking like fans. Like, we just think, oh, just do it. Just get it done. Just, nah, don't work like that. Let me pull this up. This is T.O. Senior, y'all. We still on this boot stuff, man. This is T.O. Senior running his trap, man. But I like this, man. Shout out to Boots, man. I think he on to something, man. Do that, man. Sit down with these fighters. Get them to sit down with you. Have a conversation. That way you ain't even got to go back and forth on social media. You don't got to get the fans excited for something that's not going to happen. You can get straight to it, bro. Do you want to fight? Yes or no? Simple and plain. Casanova, what's good with it? Do big numbers than Boots in Philly. Bigger numbers? His opponent do bigger numbers? Shout out to my guy Malaza. Damn, let me pull this back up. Why did it just do that? Free Teal and Teal Sin might be still attached to the trade. Right. You know they're a little nutty. Teal Senior is a nut, boy. You're a nut, man. Let me get it, though. I got a couple of videos from him, but this is the one where he was speaking about the boot situation. All right, which is a fight. I don't think they'll get it done. I'm all right with the fight as long as he get unification in the summertime. Yeah, he got to understand what's gonna come with that. The amount of scrutiny that's gonna come with it if he just fight a Teofimo Lopez next. I don't think people gonna feel that one. I don't think they're gonna take that one too well. Ty, what's good? I don't like the idea of this fight. For all we know, Boots beating TL could have the same effect EJ got for beating Mike Garcia. Elevated his profile. It's possible. It's not impossible. I can't say just my opinion of it. I don't think people gonna perceive it well. If the Virgil thing never existed, if the 154 talk was never there, then I think him fighting T.O., it wouldn't be looked at the same. The fact that it was even talks that he could have went to 54 and fought a bigger guy, and this consensus out there that he only looks good against smaller guys, that would be playing into those narratives, him fighting a Teofimo Lopez right now. You get me? So real ones, I think, rock with the fight. It's a fight. It's two good fighters. Aisha, blessings, Queen. How you feeling? It's a fighter. It's two good fighters. It's a fight, but it just doesn't satisfy the reasons why he said he was staying put. And that's going to leave the door wide open for people to go crazy on him and call them ducks and all of that. So.
Boots Ennis, we send offers to Crawford. We're sending offers.
Hold on. You sent offers. Okay, you said something a little while ago that did catch me off guard, right? You were talking about him moving up to 47, and you mentioned two names, Brian Norman, but Brian Norman already has a fight. Yeah. But you mentioned Boots Ennis. That caught me by surprise. Y'all want to fight Boots Ennis?
Of course. Why not? It's at 147. That's a perfect fight. That's a beautiful weight for my son. He'll be strong, nice. You know what I'm saying? And
talk about the offer that was sent.
And my son has more qualities that Boots Ennis has. Boots Ennis is like one-dimensional. He's a good boxer. I like his style, but he's just like one-dimensional. We do different things.
What do you mean by one-dimensional?
He said Boots one-dimensional.
Because he's fast and got power.
He likes to just come forward with the jab, touch, and then hit.
Like just aggressive. That's a style.
Touch, hit, whoop, go back, But
he like to beat ass. That's what he like to do. This man just called Boots one-dimensional. We seen your son on the front foot against Jermaine Ortiz, and he looked terrible. What we talking about, bro? Then he picked Steve Claggett, a guy that was going to come at him so he could be on the back foot and throw punches and look good. Like, there's no slight to Teo, but don't do that. Boots a hell of an athlete. He ain't no one-dimensional. I'm not about to do that. Boots know one way. Forward, beating your ass, footing your ass, bro. That's what Boots like to do. Footing your ass, man. Can Boots' opponent pull bigger numbers than Boots headlining in Philly? No, right. I got the question now, Mr. Empire. Absolutely not. Key was good with it, fam. He said he loved the fight. I'm not against the fight. I just hate the criticism that I feel like, in my opinion, that I know he's gonna get if he fights a smaller guy like Tio. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be all over him. I don't know why is this like a lag today, man. Y'all smash the like button for me. We're gonna keep building. We're gonna work through the lag, y'all. Should be Barrios versus Boots fight. It should, but y'all also got to consider Barrios has a decision and a say in that too. You get me? Boots wants any of the champions, right? He wants any of them. So I think as long as he get a champion, he'll be satisfied. But these guys also got to want him. You get what I'm saying? That has nothing to do with Eddie. These dudes got to want to risk it. And I could see them all wanting to fight each other before fighting Boots if the money ain't something that they truly want.
I just want to say happy holidays. And the reason why the Boots, listen, Boots is a great fighter. We know this.
I like his style. I like Boots' style, but that's not going to be able to beat us.
He's able to switch stances and all that. I think it's...
But once he feels my son's power, it changes.
It's never about power. It's IQ.
And that's what I told him.
2300 arena, all right? The 2300 arena.
You're going to fight him in Philly. That's what you're trying to say.
I'm just saying. He's fought in Philly so many times.
Yeah.
This is after finally signing with Matchroom. Right?
No, he only fought in Philly twice. Stop talking. Stop. See. Nah. You talking to real ones. No, he fought in Philly twice. Fought Avenese and he fought Karen like it's twice, bro. Twice. He fought twice, man. He fought there twice, bro. Don't overdo it.
So, the Boots and the team and Bozy and everybody, they were able to finally be free to get Matchroom. Now he's finally fighting. I mean, he's still fighting in Philly, but bigger arenas and tougher competition. But before that, it was all club shows.
He hasn't fought a world champion.
Exactly, but club shows, and then he got elevated his belt from interim to world champion now. We just want to fight the best. That's it. Yeah. And Boots Ennis is one of the best fighters at 47 division and with a world title. That's it. We just want to fight the guys that are the best. All you guys say you guys are the best. Let's lace them. Let's make it happen.
Yeah. Hey, look, I'm not gonna lie. If that's T.O. approach and he's sincere about that and he ain't just wolfing, I respect it. If the reason you speaking Boots is because you genuinely want to fight him, I can respect it because that is a risky ass fight for you. And let's be honest, people ain't actively seeking him out up until a fight or two ago. So, now you're hearing people speak his name. So that's why I said, man, that Karen fight could be a blessing in disguise because you got people coming out the woodworks. But this ain't necessarily the kind of blessing I was talking about. Not a T.O. fight. You know what I mean? Malik K was good with it. Boxing Hacker was good with it. Boots versus T.O. and Boots versus Ortiz. Not me, bro, because he ain't gonna get the right credit, Boxing Hacker. He ain't gonna get the right credit. Not in this society, bro. They gonna clown him. They gonna say you just stuck around, fought another smaller dude. I thought you wanted unifications. I thought you wanted to be undisputed. I knew you ain't want to fight Virgil. I don't want that for him. They already smearing his name now. They already framing this dude as a duck for not fighting somebody that's not even in his weight class. Imagine if you fight a guy that wasn't in your weight class that now moved into your weight class and is not one of the champions, and it's this guy. Man, they're going to have a field day. They ain't going to sit there and be like, Teal's a good fighter. He was a top fighter at 40, 35. Give him credit. They're not going to do that. You know what I mean? They not. The real ones, we know it's a fight. Anything can happen, but it's too much it's too much. It's going to leave too much to question, man, fighting this guy. In my opinion.
Don't hurt, does it not? I think this is what we need to revamp the sport. We need that. If not, we just gonna be everybody's gonna figure this shit out.
Yeah, it's a fun fight though. Don't get it wrong, Boxing Hacker.
With Boots, right?
Sorry,
you're fine.
Is the following?
Tio gonna have his moments
too.
The
following is that these boxers are looking for because they get away from not fighting the real fighters because they got so much followings. Ryan Garcia. He's a YouTuber. So a lot of people don't watch him, so he can fight anybody. But I think, I give props to Ryan because he takes fights. $60. He's crazy like that. And I think that he really wants to fight my son. Let's make it happen. We could do it in March 1st, or beginning of March. And
we call it the battle of the mental.
Yeah. I I'm just telling you, Brian, please just get ready, bro. Let's have this fight at 147, man. We really want it. You know, let's show the world that you're the greatest. Right there, you take 2 lineal belts from my
I like that.
son.
That or the mental.
That will make you like a superstar. You know what I'm saying?
But I still have my glory.
You know, you beat my son, it's like you beating a 2-time lineal champion. You know, right there, you become a Hall of Famer.
You were talking about again the Boots Ennis fight, right?
D1.
He didn't want to fight Virgil at 54. So he's like, hey, I'm gonna stay at 47.
Jose,
so do you think that's the perfect opportunity for y'all to fight him at 47?
We offer him a good, you know, we having talks right now with them. We don't know nothing yet.
Listen,
you know,
like top
people not gonna start rewriting the rules just because they're in a rush to frame Boots Ennis as something because he's not doing what they want him to do. You know what I'm saying? It just never in the history of the sport have I ever heard that, and I ain't about to start buying it today. You cannot duck somebody that's not in the same weight class. When he get there, and then you getting offered the smoke, and you turn it down and go away from it, and then fight a lesser guy, then we can have that discussion. I still hate duck talk because it's deeper than that. It's always deeper than that, but you just can't duck a guy that's not in your weight class. It makes 0 sense. You get what I'm saying? None whatsoever. And then not too long ago, Boots was being ducked by Virgil. Now we're
talking to everybody, man. We got Pac over there. You can ask him.
Got the president of the WBO right there.
You know, and come over here. If you don't think that I'm.
He also said he wanted the champions at 47 too, didn't he? He also said that. He ain't just say, you know, guys at 54. He also said he wanted the champion at 47. So what are we saying? What did you hear him say more times? What did you hear him focus on more? Right? At the end of the day, people changed their mind. He was asked to make a decision. His decision was to stay at 54. And it seemed like people having a problem with it because he mentioned going to 54. He ain't going there. That's not where he going, bro. You know what I mean? People get it out their mind. He said he's staying put for right now, bro. I like what Boo said, man. Sit down with the fighters, man. Let's get this up, man. Teofimo Lopez Sr. wasn't done. Ortiz ain't pulled nothing. He found out that they was negotiating with Ortiz on social media. That's nasty work, bro. And look, I'm not about to over speculate and say he lying. He said it straight up. He never said he was going there. He been made the decision that he was staying at 47, and that's just what it is. You can't duck somebody that's not in your weight class. You can have that surface level shit, man. We don't do that over here, man. We have
that don't have the power, don't have the chin to be able to take it. And you mentioned Devin Haney, Shakur. You feel like
I said that like 5 years ago, that they were gonna start slowly going down because they had to go move up on weight. You know, Tank is a one-punch wonder. You know what I'm saying? Because he only got that left hand. You know, he's got a pretty good way of moving and stuff like that, but he's not like that great. You know, my son hits with both hands.
What do you think about the comments he said that, like, you know, he's just going to retire? He's not worried about fighting this guy or that guy. Like, that doesn't mean nothing to him.
Well, listen, because why? He could fight. Listen, he took.
JDM was good.
He took Floyd's advice at fighting nobodies and making all this money because he used Floyd's face. Look, Floyd could fight. A grandmother right now, and they'll go, you know, they're gonna pay for it, you know. So why risk it, you know? Because my son is gonna knock this dude out. I already know it. You know, he's southpaw, he's small.
You feel like T.O. has advantages going against southpaw?
He's not gonna touch him with that left hand. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he relies on that left hand.
We ain't fucking retarded. We ain't stupid.
Yeah. You know, and then he's so stupid because he's announcing that he's going to confront us and slap my son. I want to see that happen.
What do you think about that, Teofimo?
That's ridiculous.
Listen, just let me know when you're going to do it so I have ESPN there. We get a ring and we do it in the ring. There you go. We fight. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what I'm saying? These people get offended because we're trying to be great. You know what I'm saying? And we're trying to show.
Yo, that's why they always in something. That's why Crawford pulled up on y'all, bro, because y'all don't get it. Y'all always talking crazy. Yo, listen, if Steve Claggett was able to touch you, Tank is gonna be able to touch you, bro. I think it's reasonable to believe that if Steve what's his name? Steve the Dragon Claggett, if he could touch you, Tank could touch you, bro. Like, I ain't trying to hear none of that. But you know, to each his own. Y'all supposed to say everything y'all saying. I like the fact that Teo keep making it about the ring, though. I will say that. His dad saying what he's saying, but Teo keep pointing back. Listen, let's do it in the ring. Let's do it in the ring. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that energy at all.
Show the world that these guys are they're all bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Name me one lineal champion of the Tank has fought. Name me one real good world champion that he has fought. Nobody. He has. People don't understand. They call him a 3-divisional world champion. He's not. He got those interim belts. Those are not world titles. You know what I'm saying? They lie to the public, man.
Right now,
you know, I think he only has like a one world title at 130.
Right. Off camera, right? I was telling you, I'm a Tank fan, but I want to see 50-50 fights. Fights with Teo, fights with Shakur.
Yeah.
That's what we need, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's what we need. And trust me, he ain't gonna be able to touch my son with that left hand. You know, and even if he does, my son will eat it right there. And you know, that's why you see Tank always losing 6 rounds, 7 rounds. Why?
I forgot how funny this guy is. Why y'all ain't remind me how funny Teo seeing me?
Always losing 6 rounds, 7 rounds. Why? Because he's a coward.
Yo, he talking crazy.
That's why you see Tank always losing 6 rounds, 7 rounds. Why?
I gotta go back some.
and trust me, he ain't gonna be able to touch my son with that left hand. You know, and even if he does, my son will eat it right there. And you know, that's why you see Tank always losing 6 rounds, 7 rounds. Why? Because he's a coward.
When the hell Tank ever lost 6 rounds?
He wants to feel you. He wants to feel what you got. And then once he feels that you're not hurting him or you can't hurt him, that's when he goes for the kill. You understand? That to me is a coward. Because
no, that's a smart fighter.
Yeah. Because you're just
y'all idiots. That's a smart fighter. That's a smart fighter. When he feel like you tapering down and you can't hurt him and he go for the kill, that sound like a smart fighter, man. I had to stop it, man. I got to call cap on that. I know it's competition and your son gonna beat him and he can't hit your son with the left and your son gonna eat it right there on the spot if he hit him. I get all of that, but we ain't about to do that. We're not about to do that. And you said he always losing 6, 7 rounds. Please show me one fight out of 30 where he lost 6 rounds. Show me any fight where he lost 6 rounds, let alone 7, ever. The hell is he talking about? If he'd have lost 7 rounds, that means Pitbull would have beat him. He never lost 7 rounds in no damn fight. 6 rounds either, bro. We not doing that. You're not a coward because you understand when your opponent is weakening and you know when to go for the kill. That's a smart fighter. And that's not taking up for him. That's just real shit. That's not a coward. That you sound foolish. You sound foolish, bro. That sound crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. I was laughing for a second, but he sound crazy. He said, my son, you know, he's not gonna land that left. But if he do, my son is gonna eat it right there on the spot. Opulent was good, bro. DVO was good with it. Cup Creator was good. This guy is
I think he only has like a 1 world title at 130.
Right. Off camera, right? I was telling you, I'm a Tank fan, but
one lineal champion of the Tank has fought. Name me one real good world champion that he has fought. Nobody. He has. People don't understand. They call him a 3-divisional world champion. He's not. He got those interim belts. Those are not world titles.
He got a regular world title right now.
Man. You know, I think he only has like a 1 world title at 130.
Right. Off camera, right? I was telling you, I'm a Tank fan, but I want to see 50-50 fights. Fights with Teo, fights with Shakur.
Yeah.
That's what we need, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's what we need. And trust me, he ain't gonna be able to touch my son with that left hand. You know, and even if he does, my son will eat it right there. And you know, that's why you see Tank always losing 6 rounds, 7 rounds. Why? Because he's a coward. You know what I'm saying? He goes in there, he wants to feel you. He wants to feel what you got. And then once he feels that you're not hurting him, or
he said he want to feel what you got. That's because he a coward. He a smart fighter, you idiot. Matter of fact, won't you put your son in there and let him go fill your son out? See if he knock his ass.
You can't hurt him. That's when he goes for the kill. You understand? That to me is a coward.
Like a bully, basically.
Yeah, because you're just
like a bully.
You know, trying to feel this guy out, how he's hitting you, right?
What the hell?
And figuring out the power and stuff like that, and that's why he doesn't take the chances of fighting somebody.
What the hell? Yo. Nah, bro. I'm trying to play it through, but this has got to be one of the absolute worst assessments I've ever heard on Tank Davis in my entire life. Ever, bro. Nah, bro. Hell nah. Like this, I got to draw the line right here, bro. You telling me a guy that figures out when his dude is slowing down or can't hurt him, and he figures it when he can't hurt him and he goes in for the kill, that makes him a coward? That makes him a bully. That makes him a smart fighter, you fool. Man, your son in trouble if that's what you believe. Your son is in trouble if that's what you believe, bro. This guy's amazing. Yo, he's amazing. Did y'all hear him? Yo, frequent, you heard him? Did you hear him, bro? He don't like. Just tell me you don't like Tank without saying you don't like Tank. Play T.O. Alexa, play Teofimo Lopez.
Losing 6 rounds, 7 rounds. Why? Because he's a coward. You know what I'm saying? He goes in there, he wants to feel you. He wants to feel what you got. And then once he feels that you're not hurting him or you can't hurt him, that's when he goes for the kill. You understand? That to me is a coward. Because,
like a bully, basically?
Yeah. Because you're just
good, bro.
You know, trying to feel this guy out, how he's hitting you, right? And figuring out the power and stuff like that, and that's why he doesn't take the chances of fighting somebody that's got power or that got smart and that fights smart in the ring. You know what I'm saying? That's why he took the Ryan Garcia fight, because he knew Ryan is crazy in there. He just goes and.
All right, but he taking the Ryan Garcia fight, right? Because he knew he was crazy and all of that. But you just said a couple minutes ago that you want to fight Ryan Garcia. You just said that a couple minutes ago you want to fight Ryan Garcia at 147. But when Tank do it, there's something wrong with it. He fought Ryan Garcia. Now, you want to fight him after Tank punched his rib into his kidney. That's now you want to fight him. You get what I'm saying? Like you cannot make this stuff up. These dudes just be talking. You turn the camera on, lights, camera, action, they just start talking. They not accountable for shit they saying. He just be running his lips, bro. You legit just said, come on, Ryan, let's do it at 147. Like, knock it off, dude. Knock it off. It was a bad fight for Tank. It's an even worse fight for your son. What are we doing? Okay, this dude is crazy.
Those punches, you know what I'm saying? And he's not like a really crafty
left hand. Even if he
and then Ryan has bad feet.
Ryan is not like a really crafty fighter.
But Ryan has really bad feet. That's his problem. His feet are not good.
And then you've seen how many times Ryan be born.
Yeah, he turns his back.
You know, like I'm saying, like what style is that? You know, so I just want. Listen, I know what's coming for us. I know what's coming. We still got 12 more years. You know, to be what you call it, Crawford's age, because he's 37, I believe, right?
Yeah.
So we got maybe like 10 years to be Crawford's age. 10 years. We have accomplished more, you know, than Crawford had accomplished.
No, the hell you haven't.
10 years before that.
What about Ryan Garcia?
Dumbass goofy. No, you haven't. Your son is not more accomplished than Crawford. What Crawford actually is, that's what your son think he is. What the hell are you talking about? Damn, man, stop clout chasing Crawford, bro. That fight ain't gonna happen and you know it. Go ahead and chase Boots. Please go run into that. A part of me almost want to see that fight for my own selfish reasons, but I already know the blowback from it. But man, this dude just you fighters, coaches across the board, y'all have to stop tearing down competition that y'all claim y'all want to fight And you're going to want full credit for the guy when you fight him. You're going to want credit. If you beat Crawford today, next year, next week, next month, you're going to want all credit for beating one of the best fighters in the world. Stop keep trying to trash him. Your son ain't accomplished what he did, bro. And he's not going to accomplish what he did. He's not going to do it. He's not going to do it. Crawford, a special breed. And anybody saying anything less than that is a damn hater. Dude is a special breed, bro. I'm tired of all this weird shit with boxing fans, man. Don't tell me that ain't been one of the best fighters in boxing since he been here. He been that. And he ain't no up and down performer. That dude had one close fight in recent memory and people lost their mind. Like he ain't just had about 10 straight knockouts. People with selective memory, man. Crawford or do something bad to Tio. Respectfully. I think it'll be an entertaining fight for as long as it lasts, but I see Crawford beating him up. He don't have the IQ and the discipline, in my opinion, to deal with Crawford. And he rely on athleticism too much, and that shit won't work against Crawford, in my opinion. It won't. Crawford could end up being a nightmare for your son. Y'all better be careful what you ask.
There's a lot of rumors about that. Whatever came about that.
Bro. Is it Boots
Well,
or
we want to
is it
fight
Crawford?
Ryan, man. We want to fight Ryan, but you know,
Now he wanna
that
fight
left
Ryan.
hook that he throws is a short counter left hook. That's never gonna catch my son. You
That's
know what
never
I'm saying?
going to. So Ryan can't catch
We
his son
always
with the left
fight on
hook
the
and neither could
outside.
Tank.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
But
The only
Steve
time my
Flagg
son
can hit him.
fought forward like crazy, you know what I'm saying?
Van
He got
Martin
explosive
can hit him.
because he
Jermaine
was dying
Ortiz
that
can hit
night. You know, even the doctor says that the kid shouldn't be living, you know? And
This dude is ridiculous, man. He got to chill, bro. Pop's got to chill. He be tripping, bro. He be tripping, man. He be tripping. He said a lot there, man. Respect to T.O. Senior, man. You know, I never do personals, man, but he be bugging. He clearly, like, all the competition that your son, like, who's worthy of your son to fight? That's good. Like, everybody that you name, you trash. You trash Tank. You trash Ryan when Tank fought him, but you want to fight him now. You get what I'm saying? You trash Crawford, but you want to fight him too. You didn't trash Boots, though, but you said he was one-dimensional, so you took a shot there. You get what I'm saying? All the competition you taking shots at. Like, if you think about it, what it is, do you want to fight Boots because he one-dimensional and you feel like you got the ups? Is that why y'all breed? You get what I'm saying? Like, look, I respect T.O. if he's sincere about wanting to fight these tougher fights. I can't say he don't. I don't think he's scared to fight nobody. He just moves he's an odd guy. And sometimes you don't know what he want to do. Like, he'll say one thing and do another. Like, he's saying here he won Boots, but then he also spoke about wanting to unify, right? So you don't know what this dude truly be wanting to do. He be all over the place, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? So my final thoughts, man, with him is, if your son really wants to get in there with Boots Ennis, you know, approach at your own risk. I think it'd be an entertaining fight, but I see Boots coming out on top. Anything could happen, right? But I just feel the way I feel about that. I don't think it'll materialize. You've seen Boots double down about sitting down with the champions. It don't sound like he's focusing on fighting Teofimo. He just recently said if it didn't come from him, don't take it and run with it. I haven't heard him speak a peep or a word or a tweet or a post about Teofimo Lopez. So I have reason to believe or reservations on if this fight will ever even come to fruition for that reason alone, right? And that just, I don't think Teofimo needs to be a part of the Boots experiment at 47, right? I just don't think that'll move the needle the right way for him. I think in the long run, I think it'll do more harm than good. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really care to see it for that reason. Other than that, as far as watching a good fighter fight another good fighter, yeah, I'm in. But just it's unnecessary at this point, and it couldn't have came at a worse time. You get what I'm saying? So hopefully it's championship or bust for Boots. And I think that's the only thing that makes sense for him. He said he called T out to his fish. He calling all the people that he obviously just can't fight right now, it seems like to me. Teofimo. You know what I'm saying? This is his message to Tank, y'all. He also had a message to Tank. You see, he said he want to see Tank slap him. That's what they say. You want to see when Tank gonna slap his son.
Roundabout punk snitch way. So I caught him on the streets and I still got moves in the trunk. Don't jump to the TV. Catch all the traffic and I'm gonna be the next. Come on.
No, that was T.O.'s message to Tank, man. He tagged Tank and he sent the message through Pop. Keyshawn Valentine, Tank will ever take that fight. I don't think so. I think that boat gonna miss him just because of time in boxing, Hacker, and the natural order of things. I think it's gonna be fights that he should look to make before Keyshawn. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't see him being, scared to fight these guys. But Tank on he gonna do what he gonna do at the end of the day, man. But I don't think Keyshawn is part of it. You know what I mean? I want to see those other guys. There's some couple guys I would love to see definitely before that. Even though I'm not against that fight, whoever they want to fight, I'm with it. But I think he kind of missed that boat. So. Just smoking mirrors, yeah. I mean, I get it, but you why have a hard time like believing T.O. is his own doing? It's the way he moved. He be all over the place, and I get it. People change their minds, but he changed his mind a lot, man. He changed his mind interview to interview. Now it's Boots. Ennis. Remember, before it was Crawford. What happened with that? That just stopped. But they still saying Crawford, but now it's Boots. Now you tagging Tank, talking about Tank. He won't land the left hook. Is he this? Is he that? Is he stupid? He's so stupid. Like, y'all was talking a little slick right there, greasy in that. So, I don't know, man. I think he just need to focus on one guy at a time. I could take him a little more serious. He all over the place. I ain't saying you can't weigh your options, but you barking up literally 3 different trees. That's 3 different weight classes, from 135 to 147 to 54. That's a lot, bro. You all over the place. So I think he just need to settle down on one fighter, man, and maybe people will take him more seriously. And like I said, it's hard to take the dude serious, man. He don't make sense a lot of times. Let's keep rolling. Y'all got punched the like button for me. We're gonna keep on. Forget they asked for Ryan too, right? After, trashing him, he only fought him because he know he was crazy and all of that. No, he wasn't. Devin Haney fought him with that going on, not Tank. Like he mixed up fighters. That's how you know that dude he be off one. Samuel, what it do, my guy? He said that's that powder. He be off one, bro. Hardcore casual was good. He literally said he'll F Shakur up. The same interview. Beat mentioned Keyshawn. Yes, sir. Shout out to everybody, man. Yeah, that's in the raffle, man. And we went from giving away half the bag to the entire bag. So y'all check that out, man. Y'all join in. $5 get you in the raffle. And then the winner takes all. Yeah, dig. Merry Christmas to the winner in advance, man. Happy holidays and all that good stuff. Well, let's keep rolling, man. We got to keep rolling. I'm gonna talk a little bit about my guy, Devin. My guy, what they be calling him, Big Haneys. Talk about my guy, Big Haneys, man. Big Haneys. Man, Big Haneys and Trail Bill. Says drunk. He said drunk. Says be running together. He a damn character, bro. He really is. Hold on, where is that? Oh, my bad. I was tripping. There it go. Tripping. So, you know what I mean? I came across this earlier, came across this the other day. I already, this is after I did my live, man. I seen that Big Haneys, which I be calling him, the Water Walker, what are all the other names? Y'all know. Know what I'm saying? I noticed that he posted this shit on Twitter. And he said these bitch ass promoters effing up the game, man. He said that's why he haven't fought, to be honest. I thought this was interesting, you know what I mean, for him to put this up here and say this about the promoters, because we always hear them talking about, and this is just what him and his father be saying. They not tied down to nobody. They free to move around and do X, Y, and Z. You know, they're their own bosses. You know, everybody got to catch up and, you know, this crazy stuff. And then, you know, Bill put this post up today and he said, while they talk, we work. While they doubt, we deliver. He said they mad, we did it ourselves. We believed in ourselves. We didn't need anybody. Everybody else complains about who they're signed to, what they can't do, and what they don't have. We just work. We get down for the real ones who don't take handouts, who stand up for what they believe in, and wait for validation from others. He said now they're just watching the youngest accomplished in the game, and we don't answer to nobody. So notice, we don't need anybody. We don't answer to nobody. Self-made, self-paid, no excuses, no shortcuts. Watch us prove them wrong. Big news coming soon. He said, hashtag Haney time. Now, look, I'm all on board with y'all getting it out the mud, throwing it y'all way, not being tied down to the promoters, having y'all freedom, being willing to work with other guys. But you got to be mindful of the things that you say and you put out, right? This is at a time where you ain't signed on to nobody, right? You're your own boss, as y'all put it, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I think the problem remains is your son says these bitch ass promoters, like, hey, shit on the promoters, we don't need y'all, you know. But I think, you know, at the end of the day, you do need somebody. You say we don't need nobody, you know what I mean? But I think they, you know, to a degree, you need these people to be able to work with you, right? And if you kind of isolate yourself, you kind of offend some to a degree when you speak that way publicly, right? About all promoters, like you ain't specify, you just saying all of them. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I think that could, you know, that could essentially burn bridges. And you seeing it now, like I don't really buy into a lot of, you know, when people say somebody's stock taking a hit. But what I'll say is his career has definitely been affected in a negative light. And I think this tweet is validation of that. Now, whether or not you want to say that he's being blackballed or whatever the case may be, this is the situation I think you find yourself in when you constantly talk about the promoters, when you shit on them. Like, think about it. It's Pop said Jake Paul was the face of boxing. He praised him while shitting on the other promoters that he's worked with in the past. And then when you need a fight, you're going to have to work with these same promoters that you talk so crazy about now. And then think, you know, the consensus is that now without a title, you don't have really much to offer. And people say they lose money on you, all this stuff. I'm not even trying to get into that, but you find yourself in a situation where you actually do need people. Now, you go, it's funny that he going off on the promoters here. But I remember a while ago him tagging Turkey Al-Sheikh saying he's the only one that can make X, Y, and Z happen. You get what I'm saying? So I think that's the issue that you're running into. Although you might be a free agent and your own boss, to make these fights, the fighters that you want to fight or you gonna need to get in the ring with are signed to these promoters. Everybody's not their quote unquote own boss, right? So I don't think people have a vested interest in making fights with you. At this moment, at least that's what it seemed like. That's what it seemed like. Because he just went from praising Turkey to some degree or giving credit where it's due. I ain't going to say praise. He's like, yo, Turkey's the only one that can make this fight happen. And you went from that to like, man, now these promoters messing the game up. That's why he haven't fought. I thought that was interesting, man, because, you know, we want to see the kid back in the ring, the young man back in the ring and do his thing. But, you know, when you see stuff like this, it's a bit concerning. You wonder what's going on there. Jamal was good with it for they want to do to take a low ball offer. And I believe that Devin resume speaks and he should wait or definitely take soft touches like all the other guys, in my opinion. Hey, Jamal, ain't nothing wrong with that. I think he do need a shake back fight. And I think listen, because I want to try to look at it on both sides, bro. If he is being blackballed per se, that's weak as hell because he should be allowed the opportunities as well as everybody else. But at the same token, like I said, you put out those type of messages about F the promoters. We don't need nobody. We don't need nobody. We do this alone. We are our own boss. No handouts. You know, y'all complain about who y'all signed to. Those same people that signed to those promoters and those people, you need to do business with. And like I said, if you really don't have something to bring to the table, whether it's dollars, no belt, no nothing to the situation, right? I don't think people are going to be in a rush to make fights with you. At least that's what it seems like. That's what it seems like based on what's going on. Because if he's saying the promoters is messing up the game, that's why he ain't in there. I don't know exactly what that means, but it got to have something to do with money. Because I wouldn't expect him to fight for pennies either, just because he went through a fight with Ryan Garcia. I don't think he should be in a situation where he shouldn't be allowed opportunities, right? But again, I don't know if he's truly burned any bridges with the way that they speak. That's what I'm saying. Like I heard him do this a number of times about the promoters. I've seen his dad do it. And again, at the end of the day, it's just business. But is it? You get what I'm saying? Is they taking what they say personal? You know what I'm saying? Is the business of boxing trying to blackball the young black Devin Haney, man? I don't know. Don't go that far, but like I said, you're gonna have to get in where you fit in. I'm telling you, get back to the top, man. Could have turned up Sandro Mar for $2 million, kept his title. Yeah, B-Dog, that was a tough decision, man. I think he made a tough decision right there. I think he made a tough decision right there, bro. And I thought this was very interesting that they feel this way. And then you got to think the lawsuit situation and how that's looking, and that's not looking good. Like, you get me? People not rocking with that. So I don't know. It's like it's no movement right now for him. And I can't even think who we gonna fight next. But his dad said his big news coming soon. So hopefully it is. You know, I want to see him continue to do his thing. And I've been consistent with that the entire time. Like, I don't take nothing they say and do personal. They fighters just like everybody else. And they've been very successful to this point. But I think it's gonna take some strategic maneuvering to get back where he trying to get to, because obviously it seemed like they trying to close the doors or obviously make it harder for you to get these fights that you say you want, right? For whatever reason. So he's gonna have to get in where he fit in and make everything count. And I think they can do it. They figured it out before, they can figure it out now. But I think that would be that'd be crazy if that's what's really going on as far as him being blackballed. Like, I don't know. Because I've heard somebody say that, but I don't know. But it don't seem like he too happy with the promoters, man. And he obviously can't get the fights that he trying to get. But we gotta share. I gotta share this interview, man, because Bernard. I mean, Jalil Hackett just lost recently. I think they robbed him. You know, he was on the record for speaking on Devin Haney about the Ryan Garcia situation. Devin Haney took the opportunity after he lost to, go to social media and talk a little bit of trash. They've been going back and forth, but the big homie hardcore boxing news, Jay Hardcore, he interviewed Bernard Hackett, and Bernard Hackett has some interesting things to say about the Haneys, man. I'm about to pull that up for y'all. He said Devin needs to shut up, humble himself, take a little less money, and go fight Ryan Garcia because he's a stud in my Charlo voice. Bob Faloma, you know it. That battery case got him deleted. Yeah. I think that lawsuit did have a more negative effect than what people probably could have anticipated, to be honest with you. I do. I think that. And that's tough. You get what I'm saying? That's tough. That's tough, man. You know what? I don't know if it was a way they could have kept that private and not made that lawsuit situation so public. Remember, they made that so public, and that's all that people was talking about. And they almost boasted about doing it, like his dad did. At least it wasn't Devin; it was his dad boasting about it, almost like, "Yeah, lawsuit is on." Like, he had that kind of energy, and I'm just like, "You boasting about suing, bro? People ain't." And I just don't think they had to make that situation that public, right? I think people could have got behind them without that. I really do, but. To each his own, man. To each his own. That's the route they chose. So they gotta live with it, man. They got to live with it. They gotta live with it. But I don't think that was received well. Like, I heard the very small percentage of the people supporting that. Very, very small percentage of people.
Knocking at the door. Hello? Hello? Where's
My bad, y'all. Let me pull this up. Pardon me. Boy. Let me get to this. Let me pull this interview up from the big homie, man. He did some great work earlier with Bernard Hackett. Bernard Hackett, man, he ain't bite his tongue on how he felt. He did not bite his tongue, y'all. Claymore Rain, what it do, my guy? How you feeling, fam? Who's knocking like the popo? You heard knocking on my window? Man, the hating and the Hanos. I like big Hanos, man, but I just want to see him get back. Because I think he ain't gonna be able to, get the people back on his side till he get back, till he get right. You know what I mean? You gotta get back in that ring, man. People want him to fight Ryan Garcias, man. I just want to see who's gonna fight coming back. And I wonder what that tweet mean. Like, it gotta be some issue, like with people not wanting to get a man his opportunities, man, to do what he do, Let's talk fashion in the building. What's good, my guy? Say Cambos is trying to jump the line. Cambos is a mark. You heard me? All right, let me pull this up, y'all. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Do I need to restart my laptop? Why is it? It's like a lag, and I don't like it, yo. I don't like the lag. I ain't gonna lie. Lose the hacker right now. Yeah. Now that'd be all bad. That'd be tough. Every promoter and drop the belt and blackball themselves. I definitely say that they put themselves in a tough spot or interesting. Like, they box themselves in, essentially. Like, I don't think it's good. I think he should be allowed to get the opportunities. But I'm just saying that what I've seen from them in terms of speaking with this very same people you will have to facilitate, business with, make moves with, and fights with. You kind of shit on those people. So you get me with the whole, F the promoters type deal. So I feel like that energy could always come back to haunt you. And that's probably what he's learning right now, that energy ain't been good for him. I think he could have went another route, but that's me, but it's, so it's for them to figure out. But that's what, obviously, with him saying the promoters is, blocking things or not blocking things. They messing the game up, in his words. They effing the game up. That could only mean one thing. He can't get the fights that he wants for one reason or another. Let me get to this, man. So we can hear from Mr. B9 Hackett. Shout out to J Hardcore, the big homie, man. Always with the great work, man. Wait till we get this up here. Dodge J will do. He work with Al Haymon. Good question. I wonder what his relationship is like with Al Haymon, and if he even has one. That's what I would wonder, bro. They work with damn near just about everybody. That's a good question, bro. They work with just about everybody. It's a good question. I would never know. They want to hold themselves accountable. Yeah, man, that's what it's been. They've been trashing promoters a bit. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Like I said, business is business. And they say business ain't never personal. So I don't know if this is personal, but if he obviously can't get fights, that's serious. You know what I'm saying? If they messing the game up to the point where he can't get back in the ring, then That ain't no good. But let's get to this, man.
One monkey don't stop no show.
I know that's right. I'm listening. Like, where's my headphones? Yeah, I know, definitely. So, man, you went into the trenches of Puerto Rico, man, and y'all didn't come back with the win. What happened?
Man, I think my son did everything he was supposed to do in that fight. I had the fight scored 7-3. I've had people that had it 6-4. Either way, nobody had my son scoring a loss. I mean, if you look at the fight, Jalil pressed the action the whole time from round 1 through round 10. I'm gonna tell you what I gave. I gave our opponent the first round and the 9th and 10th. I'm cool with that.
Can I tell you something funny?
What?
The first round is the same round I gave him too. I said the first was the swing round, or I gave it to him. So I agree with you that 100%. And then on the back end, but I just didn't feel though it was enough to constitute a win. But and I was trying to not be biased, so I watched it 3 times. I couldn't give him a win.
Yeah, like I said, we was in Puerto Rico, which I have no problem with. We had 3 officials from Puerto Rico. The referee, if you watch the fight, he never gave one warning to him for holding, and the man did excessive holding.
Excessive.
You know, so like I said, my son don't complain. My son don't make no issues. I feel it is what it is. But I'll say this: if they wanted to run it back in the U.S., we'd take that fight. I don't think nowhere else can that guy get the win against Chile, other than Puerto Rico.
I agree.
Eddie Hearn mentioned weight. Were there a weight problem?
No, wasn't no weight problem. Jalil got on the scale 1 time, and he weighed 147.
Well, yeah, if he got on the scale 1 time, so what? When I was hearing stuff about he had weight issues, I thought maybe that he went on the scale multiple times, so that didn't happen.
No, he weighed in 1 time and he made weight.
Wow. Okay. Has they talked anything about maybe having a rematch or?
Now, I just want to pause it real quick. I'm going to try not to stop it too much and let it play through so we could get what we need to get from it. Shout out to Jay because he asked some great questions. Because y'all remember Eddie Hearn said something about they blew the weight. Remember I talked about it yesterday. I was saying the weight wasn't. He said they was unprofessional with the weight. You seen what happened. They was unprofessional. And I told them they got to get it together or X, Y, and Z. So sounds like they never had that conversation with him. Shout out to Boxing Hackett for the 5-piece, man. Appreciate you, bro. He said, Devin, so and Ryan made sense. You do bad business with my company that causes us to lose money. Lawsuit will be at your front door. His business. I mean, yeah, I get that, Boxing Hacker. I just think it could have been bad business for him. I think it could have been bad business for him in the long run, right? All money ain't good money. You get what I'm saying? Boxing Hacker, he was well within his rights to sue and do whatever it is he wanted to do. But I think the public blowback and the fallout from it was he was better off not going that route. Like, who's to know? Did he get any substantial amount of money from it? What good came out of the lawsuit? That's what I'm saying, Boxing Hacker. As a fight fan, like, I'm looking at this situation, like, I think he could have been better off without it. You know what I mean? People would have respected it because I think that's when they turned on you. When you went that route, they're like, bro, you suing. You got all people calling him out his name and then everybody echoing the same sentiments. It just got crazy. So I think it did more harm than good, bro. I don't think no good came out of this. And again, shout out to the big homie, Hardcore Boxing News, man. He asked a great question from the rip. You know what I mean? And that's something Eddie Hearn spoke on. So I was saying that, man. I would love to ask him, like, what was he talking about? Because he said they was unprofessional. He claimed Jalil Hackett lost because he wasn't good enough. That's what he said on the night. He tried to say on the night, but nah, bro. It sounded like you was saying this dude ain't who you think he is. Like, I didn't like Eddie Hearn talk in that interview he did. And it seemed like he was fired up from other shit that people was talking about. So shout out to Jay for asking that immediately. So he's saying there wasn't no issue with the weights. People saying that I did hear one person mention that he was walking around trying to lose weight in a hotel right before the fight, but I ain't never heard that get validated, so I don't know how true that is. Shout out to the big homie. He's in the building, Hardcore Boxing News, man. Y'all tap into him if y'all haven't. Shout out to the big homie, man. Emmanuel, what it do, my guy? Hey, what's good with it, bro? B-Dog said, man, maybe Eddie was talking about the way he physically looked on the scale. Yeah, but that my thing is, you got to specify, right? Because B-Dog, he was like, what was he unprofessional about? You get what I'm saying? Because they said they only stepped on the scale once. So I just need some more context to that. That's kind of like a loaded statement, right? What do you mean by that? Like, what did he do that was so unprofessional? Because I wasn't able to pick up on it, not just by looking. You get me? Not just by looking. He's a big kid. Now, I mean, Kello was good with it, bro. Public perception of a boxer is important, and Devin is looking weak. Yeah, public perception, unfortunately, is the reality sometimes. Tay, peace, Queen. How you feeling? That's a good point. But let's get to this, man, because I know the rest of this is good.
You haven't heard anything yet.
No, I haven't heard anything yet. I just know we're open to it. We're open to a rematch. We're open to whatever. My son has never turned down a fight. Eddie said that at the press conference. My son has never turned down a fight. They offer us to fight. They offer us an opponent. We say, let's rock.
That's right.
That's been my son's way his whole career.
Straight like
I
that.
appreciate Matchroom for what they've done. They gave my son opportunities. My son took advantage of the opportunity in the Pete Dobson fight.
Man,
I think we took advantage in this fight.
absolutely.
For those who want to say Jaleel looked weight drained, tell me how you can be weight drained. And if you watch the fight and not just going off what you heard, Jaleel pressed the action for 10 straight rounds.
Exactly.
When have you ever seen a weight drained person do that?
Exactly. Stop talking it. This coming from the coach. I don't want to hear what no outsider is talking about. I don't want to hear that shit. He pressed the fight. He won the fight. They just took it from him because dude was in Puerto Rico. We know this. Everybody should be saying this because that's what happened. I get it. It wasn't the cleanest performance. It wasn't his best. Nah, I know Jaleel Hackett could look better than that. I know he could, but it was what it was. He brought the necessary tools for the job that night. He had a guy in there that was fighting back, putting up some resistance, but he did excessive holding. Not one time did I see Jaleel Hackett look over to the referee and complain. And he could have complained all night because dude kept holding. Dude kept holding. Jaleel kept fighting. They took the fight from him. That's what I'm standing on. I'm not just saying that. I know what the hell I watched. I watched that man press a fight the entire time. There's no way you could have won a fight when you holding that much. You not active. This guy was clipping you, and he buzzed him a couple times, I believe, too. So, nah, they just took the fight from him, and it's time for people to call it what it was. And like I said, Eddie Hearn, you are bogus because you kind of threw him under the bus. You said he was unprofessional about the weight. His pop said they didn't have an issue. I'm gonna go with what his pop said. I don't see him to be no liar. You get what I'm saying? What could a weight drain fighter push the fight the way he did? He probably took one round off, and I'm telling y'all, maybe the ninth round, Buddy got. Maybe the ninth and the first or something. But the rest of them rounds, he was getting outworked, bro. He lost just off activity alone. And it wasn't like Jaleel wasn't landing no punches. Now, of course, every punch didn't land, but he was working. That's how you work. That young boy got in there and was working, man. And he got him. He worked to a victory. He should have got a UD, and y'all took it from him. And for Eddie Hearn to come out and say, "Oh man, well maybe you're not the fighter I thought you was," and you made the weight unprofessionally, like you blew the weight. Man, miss me with that shit. They blew the decision, Eddie. That's worse than the weight. Even if he did anything with the weight, he didn't fight like it. He was not compromised in the ring from an energy standpoint. That young man was fighting the entire way. Like I said, you could argue that maybe he took round 9 off. Outside of that, that man worked every round of that fight. I watched that shit very closely, man. And I knew almost for sure. You could see the body language after the fight. Jaleel went and jumped right to the ropes. He like, I know I beat this dude. You seen Roman over celebrate because he knew damn well he didn't win that fight, bro. Trying not to stop this, man, but I had to, man, because they be bugging, man. Y'all took the fight from him. The referee, the judges, y'all blew the decision, bro. Y'all blew the decision, and the referee, you suck. You suck. He did excessive holding, and you said you said nothing. You allowed that man to hold all night, and the judges found a way to get that man a bogus-ass decision. And I want to say this. In order for him to have won, it was a 10-rounder. You telling me that holding-ass dude won 6 rounds? Where? Count them shits. Go back and watch it. He ain't win no 6 rounds, bro. And it ain't no 5-5. I'm not trying to hear no draw. Close rounds and a close fight is 2 different things. The majority of the rounds, Jaleel Hackett clearly outworked this guy. Outworked him, outpaced him, pushed him back. He was working this dude, man. It's simple. and they took a decision, man. I just hate to see it happen, bro. That type of shit should never happen. Eddie, that's nasty work, bro. You support your fighter. You don't throw him under the bus, say maybe he ain't the guy I thought he was, and maybe he wasn't good enough, and you know, y'all supposed to beat this guy. You just said you gonna put guys in with quality fights on one end, then on the other end, you saying he's supposed to steamroll him. Which one is it? Just make up your mind, man. That's the only thing I don't like, man. That's the only thing I didn't like, man. You stand with your fighter, bro. Especially when you seen that clearly the judges took a fight from him. That I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That shit got me mad. That almost messed my night up when I seen that. You know how you watch a fight and you know for sure that you know who won. It shouldn't even be a debate, and then you see that happen, bro. It's nasty work, bro. I don't care. I don't gotta be no boxer, no judge, no referee. I got eyes, bro. I watched somebody outwork his guy clearly, and he hurt him a couple times, in my opinion, and still didn't get the decision. I don't want to hear no what he did was unprofessional. He worked like a dog in that ring with them judges, with them referees. That the judges and the referee combined was nasty. All that holding, not one single warning. And then the judges, you telling me you gave this dude 6 rounds? In what universe did he win 6 rounds? That shit got me a different kind of hot, because you mess up careers like that. But I'm pretty sure the kind of team that they is, they just gonna regroup and get right back to it. I guarantee you that's what they do. They ain't gonna complain. That man said no robbery, no excuse. I ain't win. Cool. And he's supposed to say that. And that's why we gonna continue to support him. But we could speak for him. He ain't gotta say it. I'm definitely gonna say it. They took a fight from you in real time. You gotta be pissed off as a boxing fan to see a young fighter come out there, work that hard, and then they take it from him. He had to look like, yo, what? Looking around like, yo, I can't. Did they just take the fight from me? Yeah, they did, in real time in front of everybody. The least your promoter could do, man, or Eddie, and I ain't dissing, man, you sound like you stand with your fighter, bro. At least acknowledge the work he put in. That's all I'm saying. And then he went out there and worked hard as hell. You just dismissed it. That's 10 rounds of dog work right there. And just take it away to get this dude a win in Puerto Rico because that's where he's from. Nah, bro. How dare you not mention that? This dude is bogus, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Road to Redemption. What's good with it, bro? Dragon Assassin, he said, just showing support, just do respect, fam. Shout out to you, my guy. Team Hackett in the building. This is a spot on inside the fight. He had 100% in the fight. Shout out to the Bernard Hackett, man. The team Hackett in the building. Shout out to you, man. Hey, man, we the voice for y'all. Y'all won that damn fight, and I mean it. I mean it. You won the fight. I seen it. I think everybody in here seen it that way. Maybe not, but I know for a fact I seen somebody clearly win the fight, and I almost knew for sure. I'm like, yo, there's no way he ain't getting a UD. Like, there's no way. When they read that decision off and he over celebrated, that told me something. I was like, bro, you didn't even expect to win. You know you got worked over. But we're gonna keep going because I know this is a good conversation. I'm gonna try not to stop it, but that decision pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Let's get back to it.
Haven't. Well, afterwards, we had someone crawl out and
I don't know why they're lagging. Like,
make a statement. Devin Haney had something to say about Jaleel. Haven't. Well, afterwards, we had someone crawl out and make a statement.
Get him.
Devin Haney had something to say about Jaleel losing, something to the effect to stay in your place or something. I'm paraphrasing.
JB,
what do you think about that, man? I think it's funny to have Devin Haney come out and say whatever he said about Jaleel.
Damon, my God, his family.
He could have said that after the WBC fight that Jaleel fought for the U title. He could have said that after the WBA Continental fight that he had with Pete Dobson. He could have said that a whole bunch of other times.
Defense, my God.
Matter of fact, let's go further back. He could have said that when Jaleel was 17, instead of him and his father going to Leonard Ellaby and asking Leonard Ellaby to keep Jaleel off Devin ass.
Mm-hmm.
So he had a lot of time to say that. And I'm gonna say something to the Devin Haney fans who on social media saying everything they say. If I'm telling a lie about Bill Haney going to Leonard Ellaby and asking him to get Jaleel off his ass, why hasn't Bill come out and said I'm lying?
Man.
Bill has come out and said when other people are lying, tell Bill to come out and say I'm lying. And if Bill come out and say I'm lying, then I'll give y'all the proof. And it's in Bill's own words, I'll give you the proof.
So you got receipts.
The man said Jaleel and Devin should be friends. They should be seen together. We don't want to be seen with you. We never wanted to be seen with you. Do you remember back when him and Gary was going at it? And Jaleel went on live that Bill was on and said, hey, if you can't get the work you want with Gary, we'll come out there and spar with you.
Love it.
He didn't want that work with Gary for real. He was doing real clout chasing. We ain't clout chasing. We saying we'll put the gloves on with you. And then Bill come back with some real sucker shit. He said some shit that most suckers say. I'm an 8-figure nigga. I don't need 10 grand. Well, if you don't need it, come take it from us. And I'm gonna tell you, real dudes was on social media with their name and their real profile said we'll put money up for Jaleel. See, that's the sucker shit. And I used to give Bill a lot more kudos. I said, well, Bill came from the street because we do know a lot of the same dudes in the street, because that's how he got in touch with me. When it didn't work for him to go to Leonard, he called dudes that we knew and had them get us together on a 3-way call. That's how bad he wanted to get Jaleel off his ass. I thought Bill was a little more than that, but I'm realizing he can't teach Devin to be anything but a sucker when he ain't nothing but a sucker. You ain't never seen a pimp fight. Bill is his old fake ass pimp.
Oh,
he talking about this the second Bernard that's delusional. The first Bernard caught his ass in the motherfucking ring at the ringside, and this nigga refused to go to the bathroom with B-Hop. Oh, we can do this right here. Oh, suck ass nigga. That's when I should have realized a sucker can't teach a nigga to be nothing but a sucker. That's why I call Devin Pussy Haney.
Woo! Wow.
And like I said,
he cooking. Let him cook. The internet won't let him cook. Why my joint keep skipping? I gotta restart my laptop, y'all. I don't know why my joint stopping like that.
Yeah, his fans that think I'm lying, tell Bill to say I'm lying. Tell Bill to say I'm lying. He turned.
Cooking. Cook. Get to it.
Down a dude that was 14-2. The Turk just put that out there. He turned down a dude 14-2. Okay, we'll play the same role. Turn us down. I just want somebody to offer the fight to Devin. The Turk, Matchroom, just offer the fight to Devin and let Devin turn it down. He can't say anything other than no or yes, because last time you saw Devin in the ring, Devin was getting mopped by Ryan Garcia. I don't care about what they turned over. They overturned what the books say, but they can't overturn what you saw. Last time Jaleel was in the ring, they saw Jaleel lose. Jaleel got stuck up. Jaleel never got rocked. Jaleel wasn't never down.
Right.
So once again, nigga, we on the same platform. Only thing is, once again, I'll give Bill his credit. Bill's an 8-figure dude. So Bill can put 1 or 2 of them figures into keeping up the right people off Devin ass. I'm a working class dude. I got my work shirt on. If I was the 8-figure dude, then guess what? I could have bought a bunch of wins for Jaleel. I could have bought a bunch of wins so people would think he really more than what he is. They rode the Mayweather name to get him started.
Pops on one cooking.
After they finished riding that joint, his father put the money behind him to get him where he is. I don't knock that. Bill did it.
No evidence.
But now You barked at the wrong tree. My son ain't no sucker. He ain't no Twitter beefer. First thing Shawty said, well, let's fight. And if you don't want to fight, Jaleel, let's go back to where this all started. Let's get some sparring in. Jaleel will knock your ass out in sparring.
Oh, man.
So y'all just want to smoke. You don't even care. You said you'll do it in the sparring or you do it regular. And to get to that, I was just on my live. Someone said in the chat.
Pop said one way or another, you got to get this smoke. One way or another, you got to see me. Got to see us, man. Hey, look, boxing is changing, man. You seeing, hey, look, shit, who the hell seen Kid Austin getting in there with Shakur, right? Here we are. I mean, everything go according to plans. His little young guy's gonna get in there and fight, right? Hey, man, Devin Haney just said the promoter's messing up the game. Look, I'm using his words. He said the promoter's messing up the game. This is the reason why he ain't fought. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, right? I'm just saying. Somebody literally is proposing that you fight him. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look. You want to get back in the mix anyway, right? You know what I'm saying? There you go. Go get it there with the young boy, right? Shit, if Kid Austin could get in there with Shakur, man, hell yeah. Mike Tyson could fight Jake Paul at 58. Lil Hackett and Devin Haney could run it. Why not?
When we were speaking about
that's if you can't get a fight. That's what I'm saying. And you got somebody acting. That's all I'm saying, y'all. Let me be clear, because I know y'all gonna. I'm not tripping and saying, oh, he gotta fight him. And I'm just saying. You put out a post, a tweet. You said the promoters, these bitch ass promoters, is effing up the game. That's the reason why you haven't fought, to be honest. So it sounds like you having an issue securing the bag you want or the fight, or either or. You know what I mean? And you got a guy, you got a willing participant of a guy that you took to social media the minute he got robbed, and you say what you said. And I get why you said it, because, you know, Jaleel said what he said. But, you know, y'all men at the end of the day, they said you could fight. So, or spar. If you don't want to fight him, I mean, look, and I mean this when I say this. I could understand you like, you know what? I'm trying to do X, Y, and Z, so you're not going to fight him. But y'all the sparring champions. Y'all legit just leaked sparring between you and Liam Parrow. I ain't trying to hear shit. He gave you both options. So I completely understand if you feel like you got other plans and Jaleel Hackett is not in them. But y'all the sparring kings. Y'all post and leak all types of sparring. And here you go. You got somebody offering you a sparring match. There you go. I mean, look, I ain't saying you got to go in there and risk your O against him. But y'all leaked the Lynn Parrow sparring. We know y'all from sparring. One of the ways that you got on is from you putting out and posting sparring and what you do to people. You got a real young workhorse willing to get in there and bump, as they say, bump with you. So, hey, I would love to even hear about it. I ain't got to see it. I would just like to hear about it. You know what I mean? I think it'd be highly entertaining. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Shout out to both. You know what I mean? I support them both. But there you go, man. You having trouble getting fights. There you go. You know what I'm saying? Dragon Assassins, what's good, my guy?
You need to fight your son. What do you have to say when people say that?
Do a live
Why don't it make sense? Devin just came off a loss. Y'all seen Devin head swole up like Martin was on like when Tommy Hearn spotted him. You seen his head swole up. You seen my son get robbed. If you watch the fight, tell me where he lost. So that's all I'm saying. But I'll accept that. I have no problem with it. But now Devin jumped out there. It ain't like we jumped on Devin right after we lost. Devin jumped out there. Devin is famous for throwing rocks and then go hide behind a wall. He famous for that. The nigga's a pussy. Period. Point blank.
So let me ask you a question. When Ryan lost, did Jaleel say something to Devin or something?
Nah, I think Jaleel was on his Instagram when Devin and them went to the police. And Jaleel said, damn, nigga whooped your ass and you want to go to the police? I would have just said, let's run it back.
That he needed to say something after the
fight. The man been in his feelings since he knew his father called Leonard Ellaby to keep Jaleel off his ass. He feel like his father don't have faith in him, because if he did, he would have let him spot. What exactly Devin father said on the phone when we was on the phone was a lot of them big dudes you see Devin spawn, them amateurs. I said, we are amateurs still. We ain't turned pro. Nah, bruh. What we should do is get them together and have them riding around in the car, listening to that music they like to listen to, and let people see they friends.
You said La Policia.
Nah, man, come on,
And,
man.
and once again,
on,
you
making this up. You making this up, man.
nigga, you Devin Haney fans, tell Bill to say I'm lying, and then I'll expose Bill. Say I'm lying. All they gotta do is say I'm lying, and we'll expose him. Just say I'm not trying to expose him until he say lying.
Okay. Okay.
And you know what?
That's all I want the nigga to do. Say we lying. If we lying, then say I'm lying, and I'll expose your ass. You been scared of Jalil since Jalil was 17. Cause what we gonna give you receipts on is when Jalil was 17.
Pops on his ass.
Wow.
Like I said,
you left me speechless on this one, my brother. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you letting the cat.
I'll say this too, y'all. I'll highlight this. What I appreciate about this dialogue, you could take the conversation however you want, to each his own. For me, it's all entertainment. One thing that I always want to focus on, notice that he pops serious, but not one time did he say like, oh, when I catch you in the street, I'm going to do this and that to you. He's strictly talking about, all right, well, we'll fight you in the ring or we'll spar you since you got so much to say. I can respect that. He's not talking about no personal shit. He's not whining. He say how he feel. Y'all jumped out right after they got robbed and people don't want to highlight it. Okay, they took the loss. They cool. All right, what you going to do about it? That's what he on. And I could appreciate that. Like, regardless of how he feel about anything they saying, he ain't letting it, cloud his judgment and talking about doing harm to him outside of the realm of boxing. He's strictly talking about boxing. So you can hate what he's saying. You can love it. You know what I mean? Laugh at it, enjoy it like I am, but see it for what it is. He's strictly talking about boxing. And like I said, for me, why I take heed to this, because he's a sparring champion. Like, this dude weak sparring between Lee and Parrow, and I know they did that shit to be funny. So there you go. You got a young kid, 22 years old, ready to spar you and get that work. I don't think you too good for that. You spar much lesser guys that. So I ain't trying to hear none of that. You know what I mean? So I would like to hear about it personally. My bad, Josh. Stream, y'all, was tripping. I ain't see I got booted out. I ain't even peeped that. We was rocking out, man. I'll do it like this, though. But I did drop a link in there. Shout out to everybody in the building. Pardon me, y'all. I ain't know I got kicked out. I had to reboot, man. Stream, y'all be tripping. We be paying too much for Stream, y'all. I'm gonna have to send them some emails. You get me, you damn Earthman. Right. Hold on. Let me get back to it.
Cold sucker.
We just do it like this, so it don't matter.
The Turk offered him somebody that was 14-2. He offered him a guy that was 14-2. They turned that down. Nigga, you say you need a tune-up? You need a tune-up?
Mm-hmm.
This prize fight, if Devin's price is so goddamn high, and all they got is crumbs to pay the opponent, we'll take the crumbs to embarrass Devin. We'll take the fucking crumbs.
Amen. Amen. All call outs are mandatory. Shout out to my guy, David Flat Sparks, because I remember he sparked that off. All call outs are mandatory. That's all I'm going to say.
So it's not even about it's about respect.
They want theirs in blood.
We got a contract with Eddie. Eddie already got numbers in our fight. If Eddie say we just gonna give you the numbers in your fight, but you fighting Devin Haney, we're gonna say yes.
Yes.
Because Devin Haney is a pussy.
Get him.
You ain't never seen Devin stand his ground against no man. None. See, Devin's a great boxer. Listen to me. He's a great boxer.
And he giving him his credit.
Scared to fight. Whenever somebody bring fighting to the table, he go high. Every time you seen him, he go high.
Talk that talk.
But if you say let's box, we can box. But when you say it's gonna be a fight, it's personal, he go high. That's the same shit he did when Tank walked up on his ass and he had his bodyguards hanging out the car. He'll lean out the car and say something, but that nigga wouldn't stand on the ground. A cowardice trait is a trait that's enrooted in you so bad, you don't care if cameras are around. You gonna be a coward. That nigga can box.
Okay.
He can't fight. We're not bringing a boxing match to Devin. We're bringing a fight to his ass. His father's scared that if he get exposed, motherfuckers that think Devin is shit, like Eddie Hearns and them, or the Turkey-Yala Sheik, all them niggas will run for the hills if they see this nigga exposed. Because they know they putting their money behind a bad item. Like I said, we never mention money. Give us this much and we'll fight you. We never mention that. We want to fight you. And if you don't want to fight us, we'll come where you are. We make you feel comfortable. We whoop your ass in your own gym. That's just a fact. And I want, once again, I want all the Bill Haney and Devin Haney fans, ask Bill to say we're lying about him going to Leonard Ellaby when Jaleel was 17. Ask him.
Yeah, shout out to my guy. Let me do is make sure I show love to the fan that supported the grind, man. Shout out to Boxing Hackett.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
My God, Dragon.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Shout out to Dragon Assassin and Boxing Hacker one more again. Shout out to my guy.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Ask him to say we lied about the niggas
Daniel was good, fam.
Via dudes we know to try and get Jaleel off his ass. Ask him to say we lied when he said let's get them together so they can ride in the car together, listen to that music they listen to. Ask him to say we lied. If we lied, then we go to the next step. And once we prove the next step, then I want y'all same dudes to keep that energy and demand that Devin Haney fight Jaleel.
Keep that same energy. Facts.
But we about to get proof. I bet you Bill won't say we lied.
Cal say you can smell the defamation right now. Smell it in there.
There you have it. Bernard Hackett done just ethered
Yes, he did.
And Devin Haney. I can't see no man not responding to this. So I definitely think you're going to get response to this.
Yeah.
For sure, my brother. So if you don't get no response,
We gonna stay on his ass till he had to respond. We gonna force this nigga to be a man.
I love it. Pops ain't letting up.
He wants to stop. All he gotta do, he know how to get in touch with me. All he gotta do is get in touch. Tell Devin to tweet. I apologize. I apologize for calling Jaleel out. I was drunk that night. I was drunk that night, and we'll ease up off his ass. But until then, we're gonna be at his ass.
I love it. And y'all know he ain't lying. Y'all know he ain't lying.
So-called they great fighters because they had the people to put money behind them and go get them wins. Like I said, nigga did first 14 in Mexico. If I ain't mistaken, if I am, then I'm mistaken. But I know the nigga started to make. He fought 3 times in 1 week, I think. 3 times, 10 days in Mexico. You put his first 10 fights. You line his first 10 fights in his career. Line Jaleel first 10 fights in his career, and tell me where they different. Matter of fact, I think we got a better. I'm a guarantee we got a better scenario because one fight he didn't take that level up. We fought Pete Dobson in our first 10. He didn't fight nobody at the level of Pete Dobson in his first 10.
Yeah.
Pete Dobson,
that's real. That's real.
He went 12 with Conor Ben.
He is. He did. That's a fact. And that's how he went out there and handled that dude the way he was supposed to. Like Pete Dobson is supposed to have the experience and things like that. He went out there and handled him the right way. And the same thing he did with Jose Roman. Credit to Bernard Hackett. He gave, Jose Roman's credit, even though they because he only the fighter, right? But that just, he didn't deserve that win. He could celebrate it, feel good about it all he want. But if he a real one at all, he know deep down he didn't win that fight. He got a gift. You know what I mean? Christmas came early for Jose Roman. Unfortunately, it was at the expense of Jaleel Hackett. But why? Part of me is okay because they okay. They okay. They gonna keep moving. The goal is to get right back to it and keep doing what they've been doing. He didn't get his ass whooped. Didn't get embarrassed. It's not a loss in my opinion. It's really a lesson. So many lessons that he gonna learn from it, and I think he's gonna be a better fighter. He got a real team. His pops is in his corner. He got real people in his corner. And he's a real fighter, and he's going to bounce back. That's what I believe. Shout out to Devin Haney and Bill as well. But I would love to hear their response to this because I don't give a damn. We love this. It's entertaining, and he meant everything he said. And like I said, I will highlight this again. What I like about everything he said, because none of it sounded like I want to do bodily harm to you outside the realm of boxing. Like, you want to talk that shit? Let's get in there. And that's what you got to love. So they spar anybody else. I don't see why they can't be up for a sparring session if not a fight. He gave him either option, told you he'd take crumbs. They ain't worried about no money. They want the respect, and they'll take it out. They want theirs in blood. Shout out to Boxer with 2-4, man. Appreciate the support, fam. Much love to my guy, man.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
right.
well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Boom, 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 boom. Yo, the lag is wild today, bro. Tripping. Shout out to Boxing with 2-4, man. So yeah, man, I like the energy, man. They gonna have to respond, man. They respond to everything else. Bill usually respond to everything else, so he gonna have to respond to that. You're gonna have to respond. They say they're gonna keep applying pressure till you respond. You know what I'm saying? Am I lagging again, bro? It's pissing me off. Naeem the Dream, my guy. What's good with it? Arena, peace to the queen. How you feeling? What the hell is going on right now? I'm not feeling StreamYard. I think it's StreamYard today. I think we all been having issues today. StreamYard. Boom, boom, boom. Upper, what's good with it, fam? Let me see. Nah, my connection is good. Nah, my connection is good. I don't know. Let me see something real quick. Boom, 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 boom. Let me go in this way. Let me see something real quick. Give me a second, y'all. Give me 2 seconds. Y'all smash that like button for your boy. My bad, y'all. I'm trying to switch up, man. I think it's a StreamYard trick. Man, I think it was StreamYard. My bad. Quick little mess, little hiccup. Upper echelon, my guy was good with it, bro. What the hell is going on? All my devices is malfunction. So you can hear me?